got the closed closet there. Don't want the demons to get out. Don't want the monsters to get out. How we doing, everybody today? How are we doing today, everybody? Are we doing okay? I sure hope we're doing okay. I hope you can hear me just fine. Yeah, you should be able to hear me just fine. So how we doing? How we doing? All right. There's quite a few people in chat right now, so it's kind of tough for me to say hello to everybody. However, I will say hello to Zero, who is watching on Twitter. All right. I'm streaming on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. All right. You can watch me any of those places. Any of those places. We doing okay though? I hope we're doing okay. What's going on, Wes? I'm not sure if that's the Wes, but if it is the Wes, how's it going? And if it's not, how's it going? You know, uh, we need a Scott versus Luke fight. Luke seems like a cool guy. Luke seems like a really cool guy. And you know, I don't see a need. I don't feel a need to really fight him like that. You know, um, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. Is this related to season 3 at all, or are you just being a silly Billy, sir? I am 100% silly, 0% Billy. Okay. Um, yeah, no, it's you know, it is what it is what it is what it is. All right. I'm just chilling tonight. I did shit, man. I'm not involved in season 3. I had no clue they were gonna pull that move. There's a piece of me that's like, oh, there's a gaslight. They do this every fucking time. But it's just like what Jeff was saying the entire season. It's funny till it ain't funny. It's a gaslight till it ain't a gaslight. So that's kind of how they're able to like get it across every time. Where it's like, even if you don't believe it, there's still that little doubt in the back of your head because you're like, I don't know. What if the joke this time is that we think it's a joke? What if we think it's a joke and that's the joke? But you know, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if it was just a joke. You know, like but here's the thing. I don't know because truth be told, right? I'm gonna do a review. All right, it's Jeff till it ain't Jeff. Exactly. Um, when it comes to season 3, right? Obviously, I can't do a debrief because I wasn't involved. I wasn't involved with season 3, but I will do a review of the season. I do think it was a good season up until it kind of started to fall apart, right? And even if it is a gaslight, they still have about what 10 days or something like that they're gonna have to fill, and that's a pretty fucking tall order. If I'm just being honest with you, it is kind of a fucking tall order. It'd be tough. If anyone could do it, I would think it would be Sam and Jet. If anyone could do it, I would think it'd be them. But that doesn't mean it's not a tall order. And you know, I liked the season overall. I think it was a good season. Was it the best? No, I don't think so. People were counting their eggs before they hatched, or you know, I that's not even the right way to describe it because it's not like Jet was saying it was the best season. It was a lot of the people who were in the chat saying it was the best season. There was a lot of people who said that it was the best season like 3 weeks in, and you know I said, could it be the best season? It could be, but we got to give it a little bit more time to see where it goes. And I don't think this was the best season. If anything, you could put it on par with seasons 1 and 2 in certain ways, but you know it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, I'm not gonna give you the whole rundown of what my review of the season is going to be until we actually have confirmation that the season is over and I can make that video. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it up on my Patreon and for my YouTube members first. All right, shill alert, I guess. Patreon.com/Scott Sullivan. You know, you can become a patron for $5 a month, or you can join my channel as a member. Also $5 a month. That's for exclusive content. And then if you just want early access, it's $1. But you know, here you go. Also, dick pics are for free. So if you want those, just feel free to ask. Feel free to go ahead and ask me. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do that, and then you know, a few days after I put it up on there, I will go ahead and release it to the main channel. I did debrief streams for season, not stream. Well, yeah, I did debrief streams, but I did debrief videos for season 2 and season 2.5 and potentially Bitch Tank. I could be wrong about that one. I know I did one for 2 and 2.5 though, and you know, those are behind the paywall. Like those probably won't ever get put out to the main channel. You know. Yeah, the first half was good from Famous House. The first half was good. Famous House 2.0 kind of crashed and burned, but it did have its moments, like Bert becoming MAGA. Yeah, yeah. Um, I mean, Sam kind of said it best, right? And it like regardless of if this is a joke or not, um, like it rings true that it's really really tough to stage something, to plan something, to even to come up with things on the fly. It's incredibly tough to um do that kind of thing, right? And it's tough for a couple of reasons. Because for one thing, you're herding cats. You know, trying to get someone like Bert and Alex on the same wavelength for more than 2 seconds at a time is a fucking that's no small task. You know, and then you also got to contend with all these other fucking morons. You know, it's like fuck, dude, that ain't just gonna happen. And then even if you do, it's like you're gonna have to exert so much control that it's gonna kind of take away from the soul of the show. You know, some of the best moments, in fact, most of the best moments of the show were always the things that just happened randomly. You know, somebody got a wild hair up their ass, and instead of going right, they went left, and because of that, a wild goose chase occurred, or a fucking avalanche occurred, or some other shit like that. So it's kind of a situation where, um, it's a situation where you got to take the good with the bad, and the good with the bad means that every now and again shit's just going to be absolutely positively fucked up. You know, the same thing happened with 2.5. There was a lot of things where we wanted people to go right, they went left instead, and because of that, either a something crazy funny happened, or b something just completely threw us off. You know, and again, you know, not trying to rehash the 2.5 debrief. There was a point where like with like 4 days left of 2.5, I we were just like, what the fuck are we doing? What is going on here? We were trying to figure it out as we went. And that's part of the reason why I ended up like in the tower that night, is because I was just like, dude, there's got to be something going on here. And partially out of boredom, and partially knowing that like when I get drunk, I get crazy in like what can sometimes be an entertaining way, if not annoying entertaining. I started drinking, and I mean drinking, and I ended up in the tower for the cell challenge for a little while, you know. Me and the goblin both ended up in there, and yeah. So it's like you run the risk. You run the risk. That's just what happens. It's just what happens, you know. The swamp was an intense ending. Oh yeah, that it was. It really really was. You know, and I'm glad that people are coming around to season two. I feel a little bit vindicated because I remember at the end of season two, and I think I might have actually said this in the debrief video. If not, I said it on the debrief stream. I think with time, people will come around and realize that season two was actually a really good season. You can say what you want about a bunch of things, but you know, the cast of characters was just right. It's probably my favorite cast. No offense to the season one people, but um, you know, like obviously I love them all. I love the people that I love all the same, but I think in terms of just like the memorability of the cast, if there was 100 seasons of Fish Tank, season two would stick out, not just because it's season one. The season one cast is always going to stick out because they're the season one cast, and they were good. Don't get me wrong, but the season two cast will stick out because of how just fucking like off the wall they were. The season three cast, and again, I'm not trying to give you every little critique and every little positive that I have thought up for season three. The season three cast was really not compelling. Like, yeah, okay, Bert was weird, haha, all right, fine, whatever. But um, when it comes down to it, he just I don't know, man. I get bored watching autists like that, you know. Specifically his flavor of autist, I guess you could say, where it's like it's not like Jimmy, where Jimmy interacts with people and hilarity ensues off of that, or even John, right? Jimmy and John, it's funny they fought because to me they're kind of the same guy, just two seasons apart from each other. But um like Bert is just like, I thought we were gonna fuck. That's his whole thing, and it's like once you get over that, it's like this guy kind of fucking sucks, honestly. You know, Alex. I endorsed him at the beginning because he was the most entertainingly stupid. You know, he was the most entertainingly out there. And because of that, I endorsed him. But even with him, I was like, yeah, I'm not crazy about this guy. The season 2 cast, say what you want about them being fans and stuff like that. I was tuning in even after they cut the karate bit out. Me thinking that that's probably it. I'm not being brought back in ever. But they ended up bringing me back in to just straight up do some boxing. And then the season finale, right? Um, like even after I stopped getting hit up to show up to do karate shit, I was still watching because I was like, you know what? I want to see what fucking Taylor's up to today. I wonder how TJ is doing. What's Trish up to today? You know, like I didn't feel that way with this cast, and that's both casts as well, whether it's Famous House 1 or 2. All of them just kind of sucked to some degree, and because of that, I still don't follow most of them. You know, Mizzy, like I followed her on Instagram because we were told to for a gaslight, and I feel like Mizzy's probably not the worst to be around and to like have, so maybe I'll end up following her on Twitter too. But everybody else, I'm just like, yo, I do not care about these people. You know, it's so weird because the beginning of the house looks so different from the end of the house, right? And it's because there's been so many people who've come and gone and so many crazy things that have happened in the meantime. But a lot of those crazy things that happened almost aren't even memorable, you know? Like the way Alex walked out, it was like 3 4 days later, I remembered like, oh yeah, Alex used to be here, huh? He walked out a few days ago, didn't he? But you know, it is what it is. Symbol is a really good sport. Yeah, yeah. Symbol is a surprisingly good sport. What's going on, by the way, Post Void? How's everything going? How's everything been? Excuse me. How are you doing today, Scott? How was the fight your guy had? What's going on, Shoji the Space School? I'm doing all right. My guy lost, unfortunately. Um, you know, it is what it is. It's all fixable stuff. He just kind of froze up, like not stylistically, technically, right? Like his technique was so much better than the other guy, but the other guy was just he went in there ready to kill. And unfortunately, sometimes that's really all you need, specifically when it's like your first fight or two. Aggression is almost more important than a skill set, you know. And when my guy faced the aggression of the other guy, he just sort of froze, you know. The first minute or so was pretty good. He had a couple of good moments. He fucking whacked the dude with an elbow. You weren't supposed to throw elbows in that fight, but he accidentally, I think he was going to go out for a jab, but then the other dude moved in and he just out of reflex went wah! You know. That was kind of funny, but yeah, it just when it went downhill, and there was really nothing I could do. At least in that round. Like the bell rang and the ref ended it, which was kind of a pain in the ass because I wanted to get in there and scream at him a little bit, you know, not in like an angry way, just a like, hey, you gotta get going, dude. You gotta fucking kick it into gear. What are you doing standing in front of him? We spent 2 months practicing to not do that, you know. It is what it is, though. You know, I'm very proud of him. I know that he's got a good head on his shoulders. He might even be watching this right now. He knows about my channel. But yeah, fighting is a learning experience. You know, people don't realize that like you grow and mature as a fighter throughout your entire career. And one of the best places to see that is actually the UFC because there's so many different pieces that you'll have a guy who comes in and he's really good at wrestling and he's not as good at striking. And as time goes on, you'll notice he kind of gets a little bit better at striking. Same thing with the opposite, you know. If you see someone like Alex Pereira or like Mirko Krokop is a great example of this. If you want to see a guy who he was a kickboxer and he got into MMA and he had like no ground game at all to the point where he was getting beat up by Vanderlei Silva, who was like 40 pounds lighter than him. And then he comes back and he starts getting better and better and better at this whole grappling thing. Like that's kind of the story of Mirko Krokop, and you know it's a good example of how people mature and they grow as fighters. And you know those first few fights, it's basically just like how do you get comfortable in a situation where somebody's trying to swing as hard as they can at you, you know. But I am very proud of him. I think he did good. It's just you know things that we could fix. Um, Neon, what's going on, Neon? Haven't watched any season 3 since second week, unless you're Bo Nickel trash fighter. Yeah, that last Bo Nickel fight was sort of a pain in the ass. that was sort of a pain in the ass. But hopefully he will adapt. Hopefully he will adapt. It's because he fought a guy who had good jujitsu, so he didn't want to shoot in for the takedown. Plus, he does kind of try to strike a little bit, but his striking could use some work. Scott, you think you will do a reaction or review of the Luke boxing match? I already did. Oh, excuse me. I already did. Again, not trying to give away every little thing that I'm going to say in the video that I do for the review of season 3, but most of the fights this season were trash. Boxing is a part of Fish Tank. It's a part of the brand. That just is what it is. And there's people that feel that I'm a part of the brand, but I'm not. We aren't even going to talk about that. I'm just saying, like, boxing is part of the brand, and as an extension, anytime there's boxing, people are like, "Dude, Scott, get in there!" Right? I actually like not to sound snobby. I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but I kind of got like sick of being told, "Dude, they're boxing, get in there." So I started telling people like loudly, like, "Yo, tell them you want me in there, because you telling me isn't going to get me in there." Believe it or not, I can't just show up uninvited. I've never showed up uninvited in my entire time knowing these guys. But what was I going to say? Oh, man. I forget. Oh, yeah. But the boxing sucked this season. It's because, one, they got soft people. I think the season 2 fish overall were just tougher, grittier people in general. But then in addition to that, like, you take people who most of them have never been in a fight before, and you throw gloves on them and you expect magic to happen, and it's just not going to work out like that. I'm not saying like boxing training needs to be a central part of every season. In season 2, it was 1970s themed, so karate training made sense because karate was big in the 70s. It was like a novel thing. It was kind of like the Zumba of its time, right? It was the jazzercise of its time. So that it made sense. But like if you're sitting here at the beginning of the season and you're like, I think Mizzy and Binks would probably make a good fight, it might not hurt to like have them training in some way, shape, or form. Plus, like, also, I don't think Alex would have left the way he did. I don't know if they were trying to get rid of him necessarily, because I do know that there was an elimination that was coming up. But even after they had his wife come in, he decided he was going to stay, and he stayed for what, an extra day or two. If he had karate or even just boxing training, like, I bet he probably would have stayed. Same thing. I feel like Alexis is an I Love Kickboxing chick. She would probably go to I Love Kickboxing and have a blast with it. She may not have left if she had a way to release some tension other than yearning for Luca. That is, So it's kind of a situation where it's like, fucking. You can't have karate every season. You can't have my fat ass wearing a red gi every season. But if you know that at some point there's going to be fights, there's going to be boxing matches that get put on, even if it's just because things are a little slow, this is filler. You might as well make them good, because you know what? Like, what's worse, like the fish fucking around on their own and maybe something funny happens, or the fish are made to box each other and the fights suck. I think the former is better, if we're being honest here. But it would be even better than both of them if the fights didn't suck. Should have taught Bert tantric hippie Burton, so he keeps his hand off his stuff. Ah, that's true. Mental birding. teach him mental birding is what's gonna happen. Bert claimed to be a boxer but couldn't throw a proper punch. Yes, of course. Yeah. By the way. Whoever asked if I was gonna review that, I reviewed that in my last stream. I think it was closer to the beginning as well. I was thinking about doing the Luke versus Kawan one as a video, because that one was actually worth it to a degree. I think that one was kind of sort of worth it. So I might do a review of that fight, potentially, maybe, possibly. But if you want to see like just my first take on it, you can watch the last stream that I did on Wednesday. But yeah, somebody said something. Raccoon Sex Dungeon. The only one you should really watch would be Luke versus Kawan. All the other ones kind of fucking sucked, you know. Um, oh yeah, Bert claimed to be a boxer but couldn't throw a proper punch. Yeah, everything about Bert is a lie, you know. And I've said this before, like whenever somebody introduces themselves and they can't just be like, "Hello, my name's Scott." They have to tell you everything they've ever done in their entire life. It's like, "Hello, my name's Scott. I'm an MMA fighter, and I know Irish and Portuguese as well as English. And in the fifth grade, I was in a play, and I had a feature in that play. It wasn't like a main role or anything like that. I just had to go up in the middle, and I had to read." Off of something. And after that, I helped unionize. I helped unionize a job once, and I was at a party once and almost got herpes. And like anyone who fills their entire thing with their entire introduction with like all of this shit about themselves, they're lying about 99% of it, right? I could believe that Bert went and took one boxing class once, literally one boxing class, and then he went home from that boxing class and he updated his business card, you know. I could believe that Bert learned a couple of words in Italian from somebody at like a pizza joint or something like that in Jersey, and then he fucking went home and he updated his business card. You know, like literally, like you. I said it in the fish tank chat. This dude could be a fucking virgin for all you know. You know, this dude could be a fucking virgin. Like the way that he talks himself up, it's like I don't believe a fucking word that he says. You know, any videos that exist out there, deep fake. They're fucking deep fake. Bert has never had sex once in his life. You know. Um, I was wanting I was wanting a Hulk Hogan TV ad when I was 7. Y'all live in my shadow. Oh, dude, you got to send me that, Neon. You got to send me that shit. Add the whistle on the resume. Exactly. Bert and Tony actually spoke Italian to each other a couple of times. Really? Is that true? That's interesting then, you know. It's like I said, 99% of what Bert has said about himself is untrue. But then also the thing is like I spoke Irish with just a minx, but that doesn't mean I actually know Irish in that way, you know. I could have a very basic conversation with my wife if it came down to it. I could be like, "Oi, do the bang?" Fucking that like just I could do that, and somebody who doesn't know how languages work might be like, "Oh shit, Scott's fluent." It's like, no, I'm not. I'm really not. You know, I know enough Irish as to where I could order at a restaurant. That's about it. That's about it. I know enough Portuguese as to where I can say, "Hello, how are you? I'm fine, and you?" Like I can respond to that shit. You know. Bert is a method actor. He committed to the bit shortly after season 2. Yeah, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. What's going on, React Simply? How you doing, man? Um, huh, huh. That's weird. There's a lot of chats that are not going through on my Streamlabs. Go Obrigado. Go Obrigado. Anyway, Bert did terrible workouts. If anyone noticed, I'm sure he did. You know, I'm sure he did. Anyway, I don't think it's a bit this time. Peyton going home for a birthday. Binks just an e-thought. Bert is too regarded. Bert is highly regarded. Um, you see, I definitely mentioned it. I definitely mentioned it. It's a bit until it ain't a bit. It's a bit until it ain't a bit anymore. And I mean, like, could it be a bit? Yeah, very well could. Very well could. But there is a point where I feel like because Sam is not like they're not gonna do something just for the tradition of it. They're gonna do something that is like funny or something like that. That's how they are gonna end up doing it. Oh, it just caught up. It my Streamlabs just caught up here. Is it really over? I would assume it's over. I would assume it's over. But I was saying um it's a Uh, um, I just got curious. I wanted to see what would happen. Like they wouldn't just keep that going because it's like tradition or something like that. They wouldn't keep doing that when the joke has jumped the shark, you know? And there will be a point that if it happens, it's not a joke anymore because they are like legitimately like, all right, let's do it, you know? And if this was a joke now, they wouldn't turn around after the fact and be like, like for season 4, they wouldn't be able to do that again, you know? Very proud of Chris, dude. I'm so proud of Chris too, honestly. He's fucking like good for Chris, man, for real. I'm so proud of Chris too, dude. Um, Bert legitimately spent like 10 minutes taking various medications from multiple prescription bottles the other night. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know? Brian K. Scott, your notes on teaching a karate class at the house were brilliant. Thank you very much, Brian K. I appreciate that. You know, I realized that if I'm going to be involved with something like this, I should probably start putting in the effort to make it more than just like, all right, I show up and I teach karate, you know? Which, like, if that's what they wanted, then it's all good. But also, I don't think it's a coincidence that last season, when I was officially going to be Sensei Scott, the karate teacher, for 6 whole weeks, they paid me for 6 whole weeks, basically. Um, they pulled that idea after like week 3. You know, I don't think it's a coincidence, and I think it's because people were complaining because they thought that it was just a little too boring, which they completely missed the point of what the karate was supposed to be in the first place. So what the karate wasn't for you guys. The karate was for the fish, you know. But I did want to make it a little bit entertaining, and it was going to go off the rails closer to the end. You know, I talked a little bit about that. I was going to do knife fighting at the end, you know, closer to the end of season 2. I bought fake swords, these wooden swords, and when we destroyed the house, you know, I figured I'd whip them out, be like, all right, here you go, Jimmy, just don't hit people. Here you go, Jimmy, just don't hit people, dude. Just don't hit people, please. Be very careful where you're swinging it. You know, imagine putting fucking wooden swords and bows, you know, meaning like bow staffs, through the wall, or like fucking smashing the fuck out of some furniture or something like that. Um, you know, like it didn't get to that point. And as good as it was going to be in the second half, the first half was a little bit too much of a slow burn. And I even was sitting here like, fuck, dude, what do I even do? How do I even go about this, man? So like after season 2, they hit me up for 2.5, and I'm like, okay, like I gotta make this into something. I can't just be Scott wearing a trench coat. You know, I have to actually be playing a character here. I actually have to be LARPing and things like that. My personality has to be different from my regular personality. And that's like that's what that was. You know, that's what the season 3 plans that I had was, because me, I didn't know that I wasn't going to be involved until a couple weeks ago. I officially got the word that I would not be involved. So before then, I was like, well, I should be ready for just in case. I should be ready for just in case. Um, yeah, I saw Neon. I don't know if Neon's still here, but I saw him earlier, and he said, "I'll say it, Fish Tank sucked without Scott." I think this was a very good season. I think it was a very good season. It just fell apart. You know, it just fell apart. And could there have been things that were done? Yeah, I'm sure, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. You know, hindsight's 2020. I think that's really what it is. You know, regardless, I had a good time watching it. When I did watch it, I couldn't even watch it the way that I normally would. You know, I couldn't even watch it the way that I normally would. Um, but yeah, like, you know, I wanted to I wanted to make sure. Neon is still here. Good. Good. You're not allowed to leave. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I didn't walk in there and just be like, all right, I guess I'll just hold pads for these people. You know, I wanted to add to the environment. I wanted to add to what was going on. So that's kind of where that came from. Um, Scott, have you heard anything about a bitch tank 2? Nah, I don't think there will ever be a bitch tank 2 or 3 or 4, you know. I think, look, bitch tank was something that came about out of desperation because 2.5 did not make the kind of money that it was supposed to make, and Jet and Ben were just throwing shit at a wall trying to see what would stick, and they set up the cell challenge, and then they were like, what if we did a cell but only women in there and we call it bitch tank. That's kind of what happened, you know. Everything kind of came about at the last second, even me being there. Like I know the meme is to say that I'd show up uninvited and shit like that, but I was told that I was going to be playing the role of the guy who comes and goes at random and like hits on the girls and they're just stuck in there with me, you know. Um I was also pushed into the Haley thing a little bit. I'm not saying the bathroom joke I was pushed into. That was something I came up with on my own. Again, trying to make sure that I was adding to the production, trying to make sure that I was doing things that were going to propel the content, that were going to push content forward. But like me, whenever I would walk in, it wasn't just I show up and I'm like, all right, I'm going in. It would be like, oh, they told me I'm going to play this role. I have some time today. I'll show up and whatever they want me to do, whatever they need me to do, I'll go ahead and I'll do it, right? And you know, there's times where they were like, "You want to go in?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, fuck it." And then there were other times where they were like, "Yo, why don't you go in there and you say this to this person and you try and get these people to do that and all this other stuff, you know?" Um, I barely watched 2.5. I didn't watch Bitch Tank at all. 2.5 was fantastic, and they better do edits of 2.5 if they have the ability to. If they have the ability to, they can't not do edits of 2.5, or at the very least release highlights of 2.5, because that was such a good fucking thing, dude. That was so good, man. You know. Um. Anyway, do you want to do something like Fish Tank, but instead of it being Fish Tank, it's doing mineral exploration in Arizona for 275 a day for 2+ weeks. Travel, food, and hotel coverage. Sounds like a plan, Papyrus. Sounds like a plan, sir. Um, Bitch Tank was Kino. You see, Bitch Tank was Bitch Tank. There were good aspects of Bitch Tank. There were good aspects of Bitch Tank, but not, like I said, it was very hastily cobbled together. We didn't know what we were doing from minute to minute sometimes, and you know, it was just a way to try and test stuff out for one thing, but then also to try and you know, see if they could make up anything they lost from 2.5, you know. And I'm only saying this right now because it was confirmed by Jet in, you know, multiple ways, multiple times. You know, they said, oh, Bitch Tank was not a good idea. Also, people didn't financially support Blood Games, so we probably can't do something like that again, you know. It doesn't take much to put two and two together that Bitch Tank was because Blood Games did not do as well monetarily as they wanted it to, you know. I'm very much a team player. I'm very much a team player. I wouldn't be saying that stuff if Jet didn't already say it. I'd be towing the line and being like, nah, Bitch Tank was a good thing, I think. It's, you know, it was a little bit weird at times, but, you know, it was a good way to test out some of the stuff that you would actually see in season 3, you know. That's the official line that I would do. Um, um, Somebody said they enjoyed me in 2.5 though. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. You know, um, Blood Games is getting an official cut, but unfortunately, most Bitch Tank in the cell is getting shelved. Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, obviously. Brian K. Scott, you should be the designated Wild Randy next season, dude. Honestly, I think like the idea. Well, I mean, you know, Alex Stein was Wild Randy in 2.5. Frank Hassel was Wild Randy in season 3. I guess you could say that, yeah, Wild Randy could be anybody, but also I think Wild Randy was specifically tailored to someone like Frank Hassel. You know, I think that would be his thing. I think for a season 4 or a season 4.5, if I was introduced in either of those, I think my best bet would probably be more to make up a character of my own. You know, I think that would probably be better. You know. Oh, excuse me. Luke and Birch go on American Gladiators. That'd be pretty funny. Blood Games is an absolute masterpiece. I agree. Blood Games was fantastic. You know, Blood Games really was good. Um, Season 1 and 3 are the best. Sucks it ended like this. Yeah, yeah. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is, sir. It is what it is. Claire and Haley were good. Bitch Tank was worth it for that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Claire and Haley were good. Selling balls is crazy. Well, the point was we were trying to fill the room with balls, and I mean like fill them with balls. Like ball pit is the room is just a ball pit now. There were some good things like Grape Escape. Grape Escape was a great challenge in Bitch Tank. Yeah, yeah. Seems like that's one of the ones that everybody remembers. Seems like it's one of the few that everybody remembers. Was there TTS or fish toys during 2.5? There was alcohol deliveries as well as cigarette deliveries, and there was TTS. What's with the new Camzo? No clue. No clue. Beats me, sir. Beats me. They're put in some weird spots too, so I don't think they're actually they were put in some weird spots too, so I don't think they're actually like this is clearly this camera right here, Cobra, was clearly brought down to the yard and just placed down on the glass table. Like that's clearly what's going on there. And then this little nook or whatever you would call this thing right here, the one that I almost walked into no less than like 3 or 4 times during Bitch Tank. Fucking like that's just there. What's that gonna pick up? And plus like these still images have been here for hours. They're all offline. So I think they probably just got put there to take up some space. Scott knows it's not over. I don't know anything, dude. I wasn't involved in season 3 at all. I like the homeless aspect of Bitch Tank and slash 2.75. Yeah, that was nice until I had to tackle a dude with AIDS. Fucking, I never mentioned anything, but when we dragged Scrip outside, he and his girl were arguing, and his girl was like, "And you have HIV." And I expected him to be like, "What? No, what the fuck? You saying? What are you saying that for? That's fucked up." Instead, he just gets quiet and he's like, "I told you I was taking pills for that." So I just tackled a literal AIDS boy. I got into a physical altercation with a literal AIDS boy. And I'm sitting here in the middle of the both of them. Scrip is over here. We're sitting in front of this island right here. Scrip is over here. What's her face? The girlfriend is over here. I'm in the middle to make sure that nothing crazy happens, And I'm just sitting here and like I hear that and not like I hear that, right? And I look to this one guy. I don't know if he wants his name said, but you would recognize him. He's one of the dudes who wears the hats and shit like that. You saw him a little bit for a few different things. But he and I just kind of look at each other and we just give each other like a knowing glance, like what the fuck. And me, the first thought in my head is like, all right, I don't want to be rude here. And then as soon as I thought that, I was like, what the fuck am I talking about? And I immediately start like patting myself down, trying to make sure, because like if I tackled him, if I took him down and he went down the wrong way and he was bleeding, that's blood. That's blood on me. That's AIDS blood on me. And that's like holy fucking shit, dude. That was like that was I posted something about that, right? I posted something about that and then I took it off because I was like, nah, I don't want to be talking about it now. But like at this point, I'm like, fuck it, who cares? It's been long enough. It's been long enough, that it's like whatever. Fucking yeah, Scrip had AIDS. None of us knew. None of us knew until after I got into the fight with him. So it was like, oh, holy fuck, dude, holy shit, man. Anyway, thank you for protecting Xavier. Of course, I don't even think Xavier needed the protection. I know joke think Xavier probably would have popped him, but knowing what we know about that, it probably was better for me to tackle him, meaning Scrip, right? It was probably better for me to tackle Scrip because if Xavier hit him and he like broke the dude's nose or there was some kind of blood, again, that's AIDS blood. That is AIDS blood, you know. So get tested just to be safe. Nah, I don't need to be tested. I'm all good. I'm all good, you know. Oh man. Anyway, just reading some of the shit. Rip Dave. Yes, Rip Dave. Moment of silence for Dave. All right. That being said, um, they got to be careful getting these homeless people. Yeah, and that's why I'm pretty sure that's why we stopped the homeless people after Script. You know, I think they realized like yeah, nah, eh, nah. Oh, excuse me. You YouTube. Somebody in here is saying YouTube community update on the fish tank account will be back at 9:45. Oh, here, followed shortly by on the main page. Stay strong. What the hell is Hamlin's Razor talking about? Anyway. Oh, man. I thought Dave was the sticker mule. That would have been nice. That would have been nice, you know? Careful and homeless do not belong in the same sentence. Nope, they do not. They do not, sir. Did you get lice from tackling the homeless guy? No. Bug him. Res TKF says, bro, I'm already feeling the post-tank blues. Yeah. It's not hitting me as hard this time around because I wasn't involved. But, yeah, I mean, I like it. It does feel weird to know that apparently, if it's not a gaslight, which I still think is a gaslight, but if it's not a gaslight, then everything's done everything's done for, I would assume, 4 to 6 months anyway, you know. Pow Tank was forgettable. Well, I mean, Pow Tank was something that Jacob came up with, like, on the fly, similar to Bitch Tank, you know? Oh, excuse me. I don't think it was a bad idea. I think Pow Tank 2 might be good because he can kind of he can kind of act as a minor league. He can act as a triple A for the Fish Tank Major League. And what I mean by that, I don't mean that like he can take people and test them out on Pow Tank and then send them up. I mean bits and certain jokes and stuff like that could be tested out, and you could you could do that shit. More seasons, the more in between seasons content from more fishes streaming between 2 and 3 had way better mid-season content than 1 and 2. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, that's one thing that like I'm hoping they do is bring back the streaming on the site because site streaming was nice. I enjoyed streaming on the site because I felt a little bit more free. We will definitely be going back to the Friday night Fish Tank exclusive streams. And then still streaming the Wednesday and Sundays as well. Which, speaking of which, I do the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion on Sundays at 5 p.m. So definitely check that out if you wanna hang out and watch some Oblivion with us. We're getting through the Fighters Guild quest right now. Last weekend we did the entire arena quest line from beginning to end, from start to finish. We are now the arena grand champion, and we immediately killed the adoring fan. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, unfortunately, I don't know how they recover if this wasn't a gaslight. The season was horrible after night 1 of Famous House 2. It will be tough to see. It will be tough to see how they recover if it is a gaslight. It will be tough. It's like I said, if there's anyone who can do it, it would be Sam and Jet and Ben. If there's anyone that could do it, it would be those guys right there. But it is what it is. Oddbods in Providence. Yeah. I talked to him a little while ago. He's gonna be here for a little while, so I'm gonna try to make sure I hang out with him because Oddbod's really cool. I love Oddbod. He's such a cool dude. Anyway, Democrat moron. Yeah, the tank is down. They're doing what seems to be the gaslight where they pretend to end the season. The ending of Famous House 2 was funny as fuck though. Oh man. All right. Sorry, one sec. Democrat moron, stop spamming in the chat, or else I'm gonna have to mute you. Anyway, thoughts on playing Oblivion when Skyrim was your first? Should I even try? Yeah, you definitely should. Yeah, totally. Because Oblivion's a really good game. You know, Oblivion is a really good game. If Oddbot is in Providence, you should do a boxing video with him. I mean, if he really wants to, I'd be all right with that. The thing is, like, not everything always has to be, you know, like that's one thing that I've struggled in is you know, I've almost been typecast as the boxing guy, which I'm okay with. Don't get me wrong, but like, I can just hang out with people. You know, we can just grab some beers. It's all good. It's not that big of a deal, you know. It's I ain't, you know. Sorry, just checking some shit right here. I'm talking to some people. All right, there we go. Anyway, video delay equals mute. Oh boy. Grab some beers while wearing full sparring gear. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. You know. I really think Bert will be on about dude wipes the rest of his life, dude. It's gonna be his new tick. It's gonna be his new tick, like me with the fucking eyebrow shit. You know, I do that every now and again. It kicks up and then it goes away. He's gonna have dude wipes, is what he's gonna have. What's going on, Demo Sush? It's been a while since I've seen some of you guys. I figured it was because of the fact that Fish Tank is going on. You know, I stopped advertising my streams in some of the Fish Tank servers and stuff like that, and because of that, obviously there's a lot less people who are coming around. You know, oh wow, 269 people watching on YouTube right now. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, and then even more people watching on Twitter. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. I was gonna talk about something. I forget what though. You know, I forget what I was gonna talk about. Oh well. Anyway, Scott, ever fought a trickster style fighter? Doubt it. And I'm offensive. What a trickster style fighter? What kind of Reddit bullshit is that? You gonna pull a fucking rabbit out of a hat before you try throwing a punch? You gonna you're gonna have me do a card trick? Like fuck it, you're gonna be like, all right, pick a card, any card. I pick it. I'm like, okay, all right, I remember. All right, shuffle it. Is this your card? Like, what it? You got a whoopee cushion. You got a whoopee cushion. Fucking, holy shit. Anyway, oh, do you actually want me to DM you about the geophysics job in Arizona? Probably not, man. You know, I appreciate the offer, no lie, but, you know, I'm not currently prepared to go down to Arizona, for 2 weeks. You know, I have my own job that I have to like worry about whether or not I'm actually gonna be able to like do it. You know, I'm fucked up my shoulder and my neck right now. I'm trying to rehab those. So, and then in addition to that, like having to get on a plane to Arizona, it's like I'm afraid to fly. You know, no lie. Like I don't like flying. You know, when I think about flying, I'm like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. You know, um, I gotta get over that. I really gotta get over that. But I don't think I'm gonna get over that with a flight to Arizona. I think it'd be better for me to wait until I have a reason to go somewhere other than just like, oh, I'm gonna do a job, you know. Thank you for that though. Thank you for that though. Have him look into a top hat and uppercut through it. That's a good one, Fight Frog. That is a good one, Fight Frog. Yo, what's going on, Tie Dye? How have you been, man? How's everything going? Hope you're holding up all right out there. I use Royal Guard style fighting and swap between Trickster. Oh boy. Oh boy. Traveling sucks. No idea why people like it. You see, I like being elsewhere. I hate having to go elsewhere. Like the last time I traveled in a real way was in 2021. I went to Western New York, and I talk about it every now and again because I love the place so much. It's such a beautiful area of the country. Everybody should go there at some point. Olean, Cuba, Belfast. You know, believe it or not, places in New York. I ain't talking about the countries, but it was an 8 hour drive. That 8 hour drive fucking sucked. I hated that. I want to go back there so bad. I could go back there if I wanted to. It's not that far. I could get there in one day. But having to drive for 8 hours and then having to drive back for 8 hours. I went to my cousin's house yesterday for Thanksgiving. He's like 45 minutes to an hour away. And I just remember getting ready to leave. I was like, fuck, I want to stay here. Not because I still want to be here, but because I don't want to have to drive home. You know, it's the transit that I don't like. I love being places. I love trying new stuff, meeting new people. Um, you know, but the act of having to do it. Scott, you watch anime? Not really. Nah, not really. Driving into Western New York from Pennsylvania as soon as you cross the border. Wait, what? What just happened? I just realized fucking something happened. There was some kind of huh? I just realized they did a fucking they they did a fucking global thing and I missed it. I'm so used to just tuning out the sound of global alerts that I missed what they said. Fuck. That sucks. Well, that sucks ass. That sucks ass. Um Sorry, one sec. Bang and bang. All right. I'm gonna test something out here. I wanna make sure because I got new headphones. They're pink. They're pretty in pink. I want to test out to make sure you guys can actually hear what I am trying to show you guys. Yep. Oh yeah. You can hear it. You can hear it. All right. Just happened to jump up with Autistic Boys Money Clan. Somebody's adding me in the chat. Man. Chat's going crazy. They're doing 07s and people are like, something's happening. Something's happening. Oh dude, something's happening. Oh man. Lucas in chat like going to sleep. Oh boy. I'm waiting for someone to answer me because somebody fucking tagged me and then I was like, what? Stream stars too. Oh boy. Somebody Fish asked if I was doing Stream Stars 2. I don't even know. I don't even know what Stream Stars 2 is. Oh no, wait, yeah, Stream Stars was a bitch tank thing as well. Stream Stars was a bitch tank thing as well. Um, yeah, I don't know. Either way, Hawk Tour confirmed. Oh boy, really? The Hawk cam is online. It says it's offline for me. Oh, well, I mean, the Hawk camera did change a little bit, but it changed to that shit. You know, I don't know. Jet told Luke he had more planned. Maybe, maybe. They took off the Binks One Famous House thing. Oh yeah, did they? Hold on. Contestants. Yeah, like again, I wanna make a point here, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And then there was a few freeloaders. There was like 2 or 3 freeloaders. So that's like 12, 13, 14 people maybe. Season 2. All right. They had more freeloaders, but there's 10, and then I want to say they had like 15 to 20 total people. 15 to 20 total people. 33 people this season. That was like, whoa, holy shit, you know? That was that was wild, dude. That was wild. I can't believe that. That was wild. Whoa. You know? Um Hawk just changed. Oh yeah, Hawk just changed again. Let's see here. Yeah, yeah, it's still the same for me. I don't know. I don't know. Ball Brothers World Tour docu-series coming. Jet told me you were dating Throat Goat. Oh, that you were Throat Goat. Nah, I'm dating the Throat Goat, sir. That's what it is. Oh, Cryokeen's here. What's going on, Cryokeen? You been staying out of trouble? It was color bars, yeah, and that's what mine is right now. You know, mine is color bars right now too. You know, we'll see though. We'll see. You know. Oh man. But yeah, hold on. Uh, Jet and Binks getting married. It goes back, right? It goes back, and it goes back to season 3, you know, and no, not season 3. The cameras go back on. Binks is in a wedding dress. Jet's in a tuxedo. You got Cowboy is the justice of the peace, because I feel like he'd be a justice of the peace. There's something about him. Be patient. Wrangling Bert isn't easy. No sir, no sir, it is not. Cryokeen, yes, I'm a good boy now. Hope so, man. Hope so. You know, I don't wish anything bad on you, man. You know, I hope whatever it is that's ailing you, you're able to figure out and you're able to lead a fruitful life. You know, I hope you're able to lead a life that's good for you. You know, it's never too late for anybody to start doing better things for themselves and with themselves. You know, obviously you get to a point where like like me, like I wanted to be in the MLB when I was growing up, and I'm not saying I definitely would have, but you know what? I think the raw talent was there as well as the work ethic to a degree, but there were just other things that fucked me up. And I had to come to terms with the fact that like I wasn't going to be in the MLB, you know? It's not like now I've gotten all the things that fucked me up back then out of the way. I'm all good now. Time to warm up that fucking throwing arm, dude. Like, no, that ain't how it goes. That ain't how it works, you know? Um, but yeah, time to put down the Oblivion Scott ailing you. What, you know, you've never heard of the term ailment? Have you never heard of the term ailment? I have a feeling there was a small after credits plan, but Bert crashed out, so they pulled it. I don't know, maybe. Beefy might go too. You can see they are reconnecting cams in a different location using Burp. You mean Bert? Do you think Sam simps for Mizzy? I think Mizzy simps for Sam to this day. The foreshadowing has been in front of us all along. Blue balls. This ending, quote unquote, is just a giant blue balling. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know. I don't know how to use the wiki. But yeah, I want to say right. I want to say thank you to whoever put me on the fish tank wiki. Okay, I wasn't on there for a while, and I wasn't gonna add myself because that would be stupid, right? You can tell when someone wrote their own Wikipedia page, all right, because when they give the rundown of who they are, they say shit that nobody cares about. Like in his spare time, he enjoys playing video games. Like nobody, yeah, so does everybody else. Tons of people enjoy playing video games in their spare time. We didn't need to know that. You didn't need to tell us that shit, you know. But a lot of people will, a lot of people will do that, you know. So I appreciate this person seems very happy that I'm here. This person seems very happy that I'm here. But yeah, Sensei Scott Sullivan MMA is a boxing coach who has appeared on multiple seasons of Fish Tank, including seasons 1, 2, 2.5, and Bitch Tank. He is known for his red hair, dry and sarcastic sense of humor, and for teaching the fish how to fight. He was the referee of the boxing match that took place in season 2 between TJ. I saw TJ first. Shinji and TJ. During Vampire Blood Games, he played a character known as Cage the Daywalker, who was known for his generally abrasive attitude towards the fish in that season. Scott was first introduced to Fish Tank after helping Sam get ready for his boxing match, and has been a regular on the tank since then. I got a little bio here that's interesting. Cage the Daywalker. They fucking this wasn't here last time I checked. I'm curious about this one. Cage the Daywalker was Scott's character in Fish Tank All-Stars Vampire Blood Games. His character was that of a half-human, half-vampire Daywalker who was a gun for hire. He was typically seen walking around shitty in other parts of the map. His disposition towards the fish was mainly cold and skeptical of their worth or intentions. He always had his hand inside his jacket clutching his pistol. He spent multiple nights bodyguarding for John and other fish, and was involved in fighting off one of the only shark attacks in the season, along with Taylor and Jimmy. Cage could also be seen training with multiple townsfolk in Shitty, as well as having an autism-laden friendship with Xavier Ravenblood. And then it's got some of the memes here. The Make the Call meme, the Broken Vows, Living in My Car meme, the Scotty Rockers and Dark Scotty Rockers ones. They got a couple of pictures, you know. So that's pretty cool. Thank you to the person who did that, because I mean, I'm not saying that I was bothered by it, but when I found there was a wiki and I saw that like there was people on there and I wasn't on there, I was like, oh, that's dumb. Why am I not on there? Fucking, there's people who are on there that like, I'm not saying they don't belong on there, but like they weren't as involved as I was throughout multiple seasons. So it's like, oh, all right. There was probably somebody out there who had some kind of issue with me, and they were like, oh, I'm not going to put him on, I mean, after all, fucking, would, after all. Anyway, hey Scott, how you doing tonight, big dog? I'm doing all right, chef. I'm doing all right. Weren't you also a shark? Didn't you shoot Letty? I was a shark. I did not shoot Letty. That was actually no, I did shoot Letty. Because Letty, she tried to fireball me, and I fucking sidestepped it. Not only did she miss me, but I sidestepped it too. It was like a little bit of both. And I just remember when that happened, and I was like, what the fuck was that? And I lit her up a little bit, right? So that was that was kind of ridiculous, dude. That was kind of fucking stupid that happened, They need shark cams and they need vampire cams if they do another Blood Games. They need those things, right? They definitely need those things because that would be a really good POV to have, is like during certain challenges and shit like that. You can also check out vampire cam or shark cam or something like that, Apparently Hawk is online. Oh yeah, Hawk is online. Interesting. Let's see here. Yeah, everything else is offline, Hawk is online right now though. We Hawk Tuin in this place. We Hawk Twine in this place. Oh man, Act 4 is the male dating experience for Bert. Yeah. Yeah, Scott, we know this room is a prop and you were in the famous house. Time to end the bid. Ah, fuck, you caught me, Sarukinu. You caught me. Damn, you got me. You done got me. You done got me. Interesting. ... What the fuck is going on? Beats the hell out of me. Oh yeah, I'll go ahead, I don't think they're gonna be upset because I'm streaming this. I don't think they're gonna be upset because I'm streaming this, But I mean, I'm not gonna sit here with this up like that the entire time, but I'll give it a minute or two, and if nothing happens, I'll click out, and then we will go ahead and we'll check in later. Later. Down. Fuck. Oh.
Wow.
We are back in action, people.
Uh-oh.
10:10
We're not streaming.
p.m. Like 10
Hmm.
seconds.
They're in the camper.
Yeah, we are.
They're in the camper that's in back of the house. That's what this has to be.
What the fuck are you spoiling the goddamn confined space, idiot? Fuck. I didn't mind we were in the fucking mansion, but like, oh my god.
Here, I'm gonna shut these. I don't want them to spill everywhere.
Oh my god. Give me 10 minutes, we'll give you the world.
What?
I'm Jason Goldtrigger. You watching Fish
You're watching Fish Tank.
You're fucking with me on purpose, that's annoying me. Even more than I'm already fucking annoyed. Jesus fucking Christ.
Fish, welcome to the new Fish Tank.
Here.
Here are the rules.
Oh, fuck. It's a cell challenge.
What?
You can't get off.
Sexually or literally?
Both.
Damn it.
This is the cell challenge
Not bad.
part 2
Welcome to the cell.
Are you serious right now?
on wheels.
Act 4.
That's not bad.
You weren't counting on it, Act 4, were you?
Cowboy.
I wasn't either, but we found this RV. So now here it is.
I wasn't either. Damn, that's pretty sick.
Let's get gas. They're gonna be in here for weeks.
What? Where's
Until-
fucking...
Nah, you're gonna be in here for years.
Yeah. Like, come on. I can deal with it.
Dance.
Pirate shit.
Yep.
Prince is like, I can deal with it.
Real gotcha moment, huh?
Huh?
A real gotcha moment, huh?
Gay bathhouse.
Calm down the
Fuck is cowboy?
Is this YouTube? I don't have sound on the site. Nah, I'm on the site. I'm on the site. You know.
Hey, Vance.
The smell will be overwhelming. Yeah, that, like, this kinda,
Customize
like, I'm not sure because
Don't worry.
there was an
all good.
RV, right? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. There was an RV in the back of the fish tank house when they bought it, and it's just been chilling there for God knows how long. And I don't know, like, this looks a little bit modern compared to what the outside of that RV looked like. So I don't know if this is the same RV or not. I don't know if this is the same RV. That beats the hell out of me. You know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But yeah, I'm not sure. No. Either way, like, I wanna see the other side because there's got to be more to it. I'm sure if you turn it around, that hallway thing probably goes down. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He has a pet green anaconda.
Wait, like a fucking, like a snake and actual pet?
Yes.
Nah, so he doesn't have a
Do
big
you
dick.
understand white people get pet anacondas just so they can look at someone and say, I have a big anaconda?
I didn't know that.
Peyton seems to really love airsoft fatty, huh?
Get into reptiles.
She really loves.
Bigger dicks when we have snakes that can kill us.
Oh, fuck. So he did have a small dick. I knew it. Fuck, I usually can tell when guys have a small dick.
What about me? Read me. What do you think?
Probably used to have a bigger dick, but with your excessive weight gain, it probably like look like a little, like a knob.
You're actually completely reversed.
What the fuck?
My whole life and I've had a 2-inch punch, but now I've got a 2-foot long punch.
What?
Like that's fucking 14.
Huh?
That's ridiculous.
Did you just say it's
Yeah, Peyton is pretty.
That's
Yeah.
24 inches ridiculous.
She's Greek statue pretty is the thing
Just
too.
have to pack
You
it all
know.
just right in the pants.
We're all gonna have schizophrenia by the end.
Just kick Peyton at this point. Yeah, that is one thing I will say, right? That is one thing I will say. I'm gonna exit out.
It's an airborne disease. It's an airborne.
They asked me not to restream, so I'm gonna go ahead and respect that. You know, obviously, like right now, it didn't really matter that much. You know, the next week is risky. Sometimes we will run off phones. We may lose connection for hours. The show must go on, is what they just said here. You can see that right here. I'm gonna mute that just so I can talk. Yeah, this is risky for more reasons than just that. Like, you have two people who were really not that good in terms of competing. Binks is just Binks, and Peyton is even worse, you know? So, like, I don't know what the hell is gonna happen, you know? This is truth be told, we had a conversation in the basement at the end of season 2. One of the ways we were thinking about ending it was literally just like we walk up there and we're like, look, season's over, we're gonna be out of here. Cameras will still be up, we're not gonna be coming in every day, you know, we'll make sure you got food and water and shit like that, obviously, but yeah, last one to leave the house wins. And that kind of seems like a bit of this seems like sort of a I guess you could say a spiritual successor to that line of thought is kind of what that seems like here. And you know, I don't think that's like I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, in theory it's a good thing. However, oh, excuse me. However, with that said, I'm not I'm not looking forward to these two in the thing with Bert birding off, you know? Cuz the kind of content that Bert gives, right? The kind of content that Bert provides is just like it's not exactly up my alley. It's not exactly up my alley, you know? But that's just me, right? Peyton is basically a more boring and soy version of Tay. I don't know. Is she? Shit. Not restreaming when you were a huge talent. Nah, man. Jet isn't a normie, first off, and Sam is not greedy, you know? I just think that they were making adjustments on the fly, and because of that, they were like, oh, we have to copyright strike all these streamers. Oh, hey, one of our boys is restreaming. Why don't I shoot him a text real quick, you know? That's kind of what that is, you know? But I want to be respectful of them, you know? Even, look, oh, wait a fucking second. Hold up. We will be hitting the road soon. Final touches. Okay. So, it looks like this is an RV stream a la Only Use Me Blade. Seems like we're going the Chicken Andy route here, you know? Fuck him. Holy shit. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. Even if I was never involved again, I don't have bad things to say about Sam and Jet and everyone like that, you know? I will talk a little bit about it on the Patreon cut. I will share some of the disappointment on the Patreon cut, right? I'll do a little bit of that, but it's the disappointment isn't in anyone particular. It's just disappointment with the situation, if anything, you know. But yeah, like, I have nothing but good things to say about Jet and Sam and Ben. You know, I love those guys. They let me be a part of some of the coolest fucking shit. Believe it or not, it's not the only cool thing I've ever done in my life, and it's probably not even the coolest thing I've done in my life, like, truth be told. Neon, I don't know if he's still here, probably not. He's an old man. He goes to bed at, 6 p.m. every night, but, he can back me up on that. He can back me up on that. But, like, I am forever grateful to people who put on for me. You know, I am forever grateful to people who are kind to me and generous, and who are like, hey, there's this cool thing going on. Why don't we hit up Scott and see if he wants to be a part of it? I'm forever grateful to people who are like that and who do that kind of thing. And, it's, I have nothing but appreciation for those guys. You know, I have nothing but appreciation for them. They're going to Vegas. Oh boy. Oh boy. How did you meet Sam? I tell this story every time I go on a podcast. Basically, I met Sam and it was because he was getting ready for Hassan Piker. He thought Hassan Piker might seriously box him. And I hit him up about something a little while before that. I wanted him to take a look at a letter that I was writing, you know, a message really, basically an email that I was writing for somebody else, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't sound like a fucking goober. And I sent that to him, and he was like, "Oh, this is good," and I was like, "Oh, cool." So he kind of already had an idea of my temperament right out the gate, and then also I do boxing. And he's getting ready for Hassan Piker. So I hit him up and I'm like, yo, like, I can help you. And he's like, yeah, sure. And then a couple days later, I met up with him and we did a little bit of boxing and shit like that. And the rest is history. You know, the rest is history. You heard it here. I made Scott who he is. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. What's the coolest thing you've ever done in your life? Maybe I'll tell you one day. Maybe one day we'll get to a point where I feel comfortable talking about myself like that, you know? Oh, excuse me. Speaking of which, one moment. Un momento, por favor. Bada bing. And, por você eu bebo mar de canudinho. Neon, check your messages. I sent you something. You might like. Imagine being asked what the coolest thing you've ever done in your life is, and you don't immediately say marrying my wife. Damn, Scott. Well, you know, I love my wife, but you know, even she can vouch for me. I'm a cool guy. I'm a cool guy, man. I'm a cool guy. Not with Pam as the AG. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe in 5 to 10 years, maybe we'll get lucky enough, and I'll be able to start telling stories. You know, maybe 5 to 10 years from now, we'll get lucky enough, and I'll be able to start talking about those. You know, but as of right now, I don't think it's a smart idea. It ain't a smart idea. His coolest thing will be touching Letty, and I haven't washed that hand since. Before it became birding off, it became scorting off. Anyway, back then Scott's job was writing death threats for hire for other people. Damn, he caught me. He caught me. Oh, I thought Scott went to Sam's gym or something. Sam doesn't really train at a gym like that. He went to Big Six Boxing Academy to train for his fight, and then when people were still coming up here to train for their YouTube boxing matches, he was bringing them to Big Six too. But I was also involved in those camps as well. You know, man, that's wild, dude. That's fucking wild. What's going on right now? Oh, excuse me. That's why he doesn't like Bert. Only one black in the tank. That's exactly what it is. Only one brother at a time. And that's me. I still want to MMA fight you trickster style, and I've been told that I fight like John Jones. You mad? Fucking... That sounds like something Frank Hassel would say to somebody. Like, he'd go into an MMA gym and he's like, I want to fight somebody trickster style. Can I fight somebody trickster style? Oh, man. I gotta go steal some copper, guys. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm curious as to what exactly they're gonna do. Dude, honestly, if they have him stop for challenges and shit like that, we might have some time for Sensei Scott, because one of the first challenges they could do if they're driving around New England or even literally the fucking country. I don't think they'd be driving around the country like that, but if they were driving around New England, they could be like, all right, everybody out into this MMA gym. You're gonna get the shit kicked out of you by Sensei Scott. But no, you know, I don't know. We'll see what plans they have. We'll see what plans they have. What is Bert flipping out about? Sorry. Bert's mad because people don't want him to take a shit. Oh, man. Yo, oh, man. Yo, I thought he was about to whip his dick out. I got real nervous for a second. I got real nervous for a second. That was yeah. RV streams are already a thing and a little boring, and like that's the thing is like what makes RV streams fun is like the fact that the people on the RV streams are all dysfunctional people. I mean, Bert is obviously a dysfunctional person, but he's not a dysfunctional that is going to be entertaining for that long, cooped up in a place like this. And then Peyton and Binks are just Peyton and Binks, you know. So there's that, you know. Anyway, hold on one sec. Un momento, por favor. I gotta grab some. I'll be right back. I'm just grabbing something quick. Oliver Gay. I hope Oliver's doing all right, man. You know. hope Oliver's holding up all right. You know, because Oliver's a really cool guy. I wish nothing but success for him. Be nice to see him come back for something, you know. God, did you just do a line? I heard you snip something really loud. You caught me. You done caught me. Sorry. Kind of trying to get situated, you know? Kind of trying to get situated right now. Oliver wasn't cool. He was like DJ Shinji, boring as fuck. Well, I mean, Oliver was cool. And that's why you don't like him. I talked a little bit about this with JC in the interview that I did with her. It was closer to the end. In that interview, she told me that people were hitting her up saying, you're boring, you don't have a personality, blah, blah, blah. One of the most common backhanded compliments, or I guess you could say front-handed insults, maybe, I don't know, is Scott's boring, but I'd hang out with him. Scott's boring, but he's chill. And boring is really a dog whistle for he doesn't have any weird quirks that I can exploit to have a good time laughing at. That's really what it is. It's Scott's not a lol cow. He's not a lol cow, and he's not making himself into a lol cow over the course of 6 weeks for the chance at $50,000. That's really what it is, you know? And that's why there's certain people who, like, they have this weird hatred for me, is because they're watching Fish Tank because their lives are fucked up, and they're fucked up people, and there's something about themselves that they absolutely positively cannot stand. Even if they can't really put it into words, they just don't feel good, and they don't feel good about their lives. And because of that, when they see somebody come onto a show, and it's just like an alright guy, it's not someone who is constantly trying to put on a show for them, kind of the way that Sam does. Sam behind the scenes is not nearly the same as Sam in front of a camera, you know? He's a lot more chill. He's actually very similar to me in a certain sense, right? In that, like, he doesn't constantly feel a need to open his mouth, you know? He's not really a people person. And I'm not a people person either, right? But Sam knows that when the camera's on him, it's time to perform. And that's why we get all the shit that we get from him. But like me, I'm not constantly putting on a show. I'm just going in there and I'm doing my thing. And don't get me wrong, it's like I said, I kind of learned from season 2. I realized that it can be good to put on a show and have a character and things like that. I'm learning, I'm getting better. But when I see someone shit on me, on the rare occasion that I do see it, because, you know, I mostly get love from everybody, but I just know that it's somebody who is probably genuinely fucked up. They're just like a fucked up person. There is something they are ineffective at that they should not be ineffective at. And when they see someone like me who, like, I'm not trying to be funny all the time, but also on the flip side of that, it's not like they can be like, aha, he fucking said the N-word, what an idiot. Oh, man, he stutters like a motherfucker. He does this and that and this and that and this and that. They get upset at that because, you know, it's a normal person in their voyeurism show. It's a normal person in their abnormal person show. And they can't have that because they're watching so that they can feel better about themselves. You know, they're not watching because they want to see an example of what they could or should try to be. You know, they're watching because they want to see people doing awful things, you know, saying awful things. It's just the way it is. And me, like, I'm not trying to be like holier than thou. Like, I enjoy the show for the same reason. Excuse me. However, I'm not getting so deep into the show that I'm allowing it to, like, make me love or hate somebody, you know, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm better than anyone necessarily, you know. I know what I'm doing here. I don't have to lie about it, you know. I can look you in the eye and tell you what I'm doing here. It's no big deal. Whatever, who cares, you know? Beefy might go too. Fuck you, Scott. My hemorrhoid pain I will project onto you. Neon says, I watch it for I want to understand autism in youth. You want to watch some culture changing entertainment, you know, is what you want to do. Yeah, the point of the show is to entertain. Nobody's gonna watch a show with Star, Peyton, Shinji, TJ, and Tay. I don't even know who Star is, you know. I don't even know who Star is. Yeah, and like like it is entertainment, you know. And again, that's why I've kind of sat here and thought about it, and I'm like, you know, maybe I should try a different angle. You know, maybe I should loosen up. Maybe I should take chances and do certain things and have a character that I've thought about for longer than just the first day of Blood Games. I start figuring out how the character is going to be and things like that, right? Like it's you know, I want to add. When I'm in an environment that I really like, I want to add to that environment. And because of that, I take on a lot of work and I really, really start trying to push things forward, you know? Again, Neon can judge. Neon can judge. Neon can vouch for me on that one. You know, he's seen me when I'm in an environment where I'm like, I really want I like this. I want it to do well. Let's fucking put the team on my back and go. You know, he's seen me in my element in that way before, you know, and because of that, I want to make sure that I am being entertaining when I'm on camera. However, with that said, like, I'm not there to be a fish, so don't expect me to walk in and start throwing Romans and saying the N-word or like throwing a fucking mallet at somebody or, you know, fucking taking one of the contestants into the bed. Punching TJ in the nuts. Don't expect me to do any of that shit. All right. Oh man. Anyway, I am the judge. Scott's a man, and I am thankful he's still out here helping people. Thank you very much, Neon. Thank you very much, man. You know, that means a lot coming from you. That's your role for season 4. Hey man, you know, maybe I'll have a role for season 4. Maybe I won't, you know. It's like I said though, if you really want to see me on season 4 that bad, obviously I'm going to hit up Sam as it gets closer to season 4, as we learn more about season 4, and I'm going to be like, hey, like, what do you want me to do? Is there anything you want me to do this season? Whether it's holding pads, or if you want me as a freeloader, or if you want me to play a certain character, like, what do you want me to do? I am down to do it. I'm going to hit him up and I'm going to do that. But if you really want to see me on season 4, again, I appreciate the love, because you guys are telling me you want me on season 4 because you're trying to show me some love, and thank you so much for that. Thank you. But if you want to see me on season 4 that bad, tell Jet and Sam and Ben, you know, mostly Jet and Sam, because I think Jet and Sam are the ones that are usually like, why don't we bring this guy on? Why don't we bring that guy on? You know, I think Ben focuses his thoughts on other aspects of it. Excuse me, geez, that like if it's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt if you're hitting them up like, yo, like, please have him on the next season. It's not gonna hurt, you know. It's gonna help a lot more than inboxing me to do it. Will, you know. Season 4 is 90s themed. Going as a plant. Yeah, I'd be down to do that, you know. Can we get you to role play as Bert? Dude, I role play as Bert every day, sir. Every day. You could say it was a role I was born to play. I want you to just go on when you want without permission and dominate everyone with karate. I just break in. I break in, right? I slip a Mickey into everybody's drink, and they're just out like a light. And it's like 2 a.m. and I'm like, all right, everybody, time for karate. Time for karate. You know, Scott Cord gang take over the house. Exactly. You know. Oh man. I really want a Scott Sullivan IRL break into the Fish Tank House live stream. I could do that. Look, like I said, I don't tell you guys too much about, you know, all the cool stuff that I've been involved in, all right? And there's reasons for that. For one thing, nobody likes somebody who brags, and nobody likes someone who tells stories and shit like that. But if there's one thing I can tell you, it's that my entire childhood was spent sneaking around in and out of places, fucking vandalizing, just a bunch of like stupid, mischievous shit that kids do, but taken to the fucking maximum. You know, that's how I learned to become so regimented in the way that I plan things out, is because it was like a game to us as we were kids, me and some other people that I grew up with. You know, it wasn't just, yo, we're gonna go egg a house. It was like, print out Google Maps, slap it down on the table. Like, okay, so there's a path that leads through the woods here. All right, we'll enter into here. All right, we're gonna hide behind the cars. We're gonna emerge. We're gonna throw a few eggs each. We're gonna duck behind the cars, and we're gonna sneak out through there. Now, there's other points if we get headed off. We could go here, there, like. I'm not saying like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna break into the house. Like, if I wanted to break into the house, I could just walk in the front door because the doors are always unlocked. That's what they do. They've said that since season 1. But like, you know, if they had a thing where it's like they bring them out to shitty and they're like, all right, you have to find our guy, you know, bug him. I don't know though. I don't know. You know, I'm just spitballing random ideas that you guys are throwing. You know, throwing out there. This is what Scott's gonna tell the cops when he gets 20 bodies on him from 2005 because they did DNA testing. Dude, shh, dude, not cool. Fish tank already crashed leaving the driveway. No, you're shitting me. You're fucking bullshitting. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, sir. Oh, you mean the stream crashed. The stream crashed leaving the driveway. Oh. I'm just curious, like, where they're going. You know, I've already bothered Sam enough this season. Oh man, would you look at that? Oh, damn.
So quirky.
And then kind of,
Sam just called Binks so quick.
and an accordion.
I mean, give me a
Like,
laser harp and I'll do
an
something.
accordion. We need a theremin in the car.
Fuck the theremin, get a laser harp. Those are way cooler.
Okay, it's okay.
Laser harps are way fucking cooler. Big
Laser
show learn
harps?
that. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to bother Sam any more than I've already bothered him this season. So it's like I don't want to hit him up and be like, "Yo, where are you guys going?" You know. But if he ends up in Massachusetts, I'm definitely gonna try and meet them somewhere. You know. Well, they are in Massachusetts actually. They are in Massachusetts. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Ooh, up the rock. I was literally about to fire up Age of Empires. Excuse me. You know, the streams have been a little bit lower energy because I know that there's no point in having that simply because like everything's going to be overshadowed by Fish Tank, you know? So when I did this stream tonight, when I planned this stream, I didn't think it was going to be something where it's like you know, I didn't think it was going to be a thing where it was like you know, they were doing that classic move that they like to pull, you know. Excuse me. Somebody in the Mondo Megabit server said Scott trains the fish. Season 2 gets a good ending. Scott barely is on season 3. Season 3 gets a bad ending. Coincidence? Is it? It is indeed an interesting coincidence, is it not? Is it not? Hit him up. What's the worst that happens? I don't want to bother him. You know, I don't like bothering people. I've never asked to be a part of anything other than World Peace, and that was just because they put out a casting call looking for extras, and I was like, fuck it, you know. I already know them. I'll be a little bit less annoying to them, I'm sure, than the average extra. So. And I even ended up holding the lights. I had the lights. You know, that they put me on lights one day, the spotlight for the whatever it's called. The I actually don't want to say which one it was because I don't know if they showed it or not before. I don't know if they previewed it or not, but there was one that I was on the spotlight for, you know. show you're wanting to be there. I've already shown my wanting to be there. You know, I've texted them a couple of times asking like, "Yo, are you gonna need me?" You know. Well, I'm not saying, "Yo, are you gonna need me?" I was just like, "Hey, if you need me, let me know." You know. So there's no reason for me to keep bothering them. You know. Yeah, the fucking. There's like no sound right now, and I don't even know why. You know. Yeah, dude, I'm liking the aesthetic of the darkness in my room when I stream now. I've started just doing that, you know. Anyway, but yeah, anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've never actually asked to be a part of anything. Like the only thing I ever asked to be a part of was World Peace Season 2, and that's because they put out a casting call. Other than that, like to tell you the truth, this whole time I've been thinking of it as, oh, they hit me up to do this thing. I'm sure they won't ever do that again. And then I get hit up again, and I have the same thought, and then again, and I have the same thought, and then the same thought, and then the same thought, and then the same thought. Like the first time that I boxed with Sam, I was like, wow, that was nice. I can now say that I met Sam Hyde. That's fucking crazy. I'm sure he's never gonna hit me up again though. I'm sure that was one time thing. And then out of nowhere he hits me up again. And we're boxing. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. Perfect. Fantastic, you know? And then I was like, that'll probably be the last time. And then again. And then at some point, it might even been the second time he hit me up. He asked me if I wanted to be in a Dust Bangers video, and I said, yeah, obviously, but that video was unreleased because it just was not salvageable at all. And that's the first time that I met Jet, Julian, Joey. I believe it was just them there that day. I blah blah blah. I could be wrong about that. I could be forgetting someone, in which case I feel like an asshole because they've all been very chill to me. But yeah, I've always been very careful to spread my wings. I've always been very careful to not spread my wings. You know, I've always been very careful to not get too comfortable because I've always kind of had this thought of like, oh, I'm probably not going to make it back. You know, there's no, all right, perfect. No, whatever it's called. No, Nomad. Nomad sucks. I can't stand Nomad. Oh. Oh man, you see, I'm 369 wins and 370 losses. I actually evened it out yesterday. I had 369 wins and losses. You know, but then I lost a match right after. So, but yeah, anyway. Whoa. Oh, fuck. Damn. I wanted the Celts. I didn't realize we were on Arena, you know? That sucks. Oh well. See, the Celts are very good for Arena, you know? Anyway, so yeah, like, that's kind of been my psychology, is like, a little bit of a, if I'm being honest with you, a little bit of a imposter syndrome. And one of the things that kind of helped me out with that was when I went on the pallets, right? Charles Carroll couldn't make it that day. He had something he had to do. But Eric Hayden was there, and he was talking to me about the Sam and Nick After Dark episode that we did, where I was doing trivia, and he said I did a good job, and I was like, nah, I don't think I did a good job. I think you guys did a good job. And he was like, dude, nah, you did great. Fucking, I think you're too hard on yourself. He didn't even say it that way. He said it kind of funny. He was like, you know, I think you're too hard on yourself. He gave me that look, and he said that. And I was just like, oh, fuck, maybe I am. I mean, I think Eric Hayden knows a lot more about being funny and about adding to a bit than I do, you know? Maybe I should listen to him, and maybe I should take some more risks. And that is one of the low-key things that sort of helped me out with 2.5 when I was trying to do my thing on it, you know, was like the realization of like, dude, I should just go for it. They wouldn't have me here if they didn't think I actually added something to it. So let's just keep on trying. Let's just keep on trying to add something to it, you know? Oh, excuse me. AOM just came out. You serious? Yeah, I'm not. Oh, excuse me. First off, it didn't just come out. It's been out for months, you know? Second off, like, AOM is something that I like to play with friends. I don't like to play it solo, you know? Cause a scene, don't play it safe. Yeah, nah, just text all the staff with please let me on over and over hundreds of times a day. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do, you know? Wow, that was nice. I can now say I touched Sam Hyde. Exactly. 4, okay. One evening fair. You don't want to sound like a desperate kid trying to get on it either, or you would be that guy of guys. Yeah, like, people send me screenshots of shit that people say, right? Sometimes they send me funny memes, but then other times it's like people kind of being autistic and being like, dude, you see what they're saying about you? I've been trying to, like, I've been telling people who send me screenshots, like, yo, you want to send me funny shit, go ahead, but, like, I don't want to see shit where people are being unfunny and incredibly mean. Oh, fuck. 1, 2, no, you get your ass over there. But yeah, like, I already have enough people trying to be like, oh, dude, fucking, he's begging to be on. I already see enough of that shit in my inbox when people are like, when people are being autistic about, like, excuse me, when people are being autistic about, like, me just commenting on the show, you know? Again, it's people who, you know, they're just genuinely miserable people, and there's something about their lives where they don't want to see anybody else do well, specifically people that are either better than them or that they feel like are, you know, about on the same plane, you know? They want people to be as miserable as they are. So when someone like me, who again isn't trying to sit here and be a lol cow or put on a show constantly, is invited back to a show like that, they get upset about it, you know? You know, like, I already see enough people being like, oh, fucking, he's begging to be on the show, dude. What? He commented on what's going on the show. He's practically begging to be on the show. Like, I've seen enough of that as to where it's like, fucking whatever, bro. Like, I don't need to actually be that guy and give them the gratification that they're looking for, you know? Come on back. We got him. Yeah, I can still do good with the Slavs, you know? It's just gonna be fucking annoying. Baby. I didn't realize you walked in, babe. Yeah. It's so dark in here. It's scary. Yesterday, I deleted a whole wall by mistake. I went, like, I thought, like, this was a wall that was blocking me from my wood, so I deleted, like, a whole row. And I had to put up houses just in a wall. And I was like, fuck, there's no way I'm winning this game. And luckily for me, I was able to come back and win it. You know, that did not have to happen. Alright, perfect. Would be hilarious if you ran into the house screaming and crying, saying, take me back, and banging on the front door would be a good bit. Yeah, that'd be funny. Please, please. This is... Letty was right. This is the coolest thing I've ever been a part of. I've never had a job in my entire life, but I'm gonna tell Scott he doesn't have anything going for him. What am I doing? Silly me. And bang. Bang. There we go. Just screaming high-pitched like a woman and rolling on the ground. That's exactly what I need to do. They say the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Alright, 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 alright. Bang, bang, bang. Bang. Yes. Alright, perfect. We're making alright time, but this dude is actually quite a bit ahead of me right now, you know? He's playing as, oh, what the, dude, get the fuck out of there. I hate it when these things get caught on the walls, you know? I can't fucking stand when they get caught on the walls. I'm playing against a non-gunpowder civ, and I think I might get a little bit of gunpowder. Nah, even if I don't get gunpowder, I have okay siege with the Slavs, I believe. So, you know, I should be fine for the most part. It's just if he tries to rush, he might be able to do so effectively, depending on where he goes and, you know, what he targets and all that mess. You see, yeah, here's feudal age. He is a little bit ahead of me, but he's not too far ahead of me. I ain't even really worried. Just says he's 30-plus-year-old bachelor who lives alone and works as a principal software engineer at Amazon. What, huh? Have any of y'all been to the Cloud City? No, sir. I can't say I have. Alright, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Alright, cool. This is a new Mountain Dew flavor. I believe Greg reviewed it a little while ago. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know if I'd buy it again. I like the citrus cherry or whatever it was a little bit more, but this right here isn't bad. Oh, fuck. I'm not even ready. They gotta build that. I'm trying to get to Castle as quick as I can, because when I get to Castle Age, if I can get started before he does, I'm in good shape. Oh, that's what I would say to the cops. Yeah, you know, fuck it. Ah, nah, you know what? Fuck that. And then back to there. Okay, we're in good shape. 2, 3, 4. Yep, alright, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. We are in good shape. I'm not gonna have enough stone to do an extra TC though, but you know what? I'm kind of okay with that because I'm trying to rush a little bit because I do not like the fact that he's 300 ahead of me. That is definitely not a good thing. So if I can get these bad Larrys, the relics, quicker, and if I can get a little bit more military online a little bit quicker, I am perfectly fine with that. You know. And plus, like, I'll be able to get a regular TC, no problem. Another TC, I mean. Whoop, wrong one. Also wrong one. Alright, so we're gonna go here, and then go there, and then there. And I might just say fuck it and take a few of you and move you over there because I only need 41 more. Ah, you see. Didn't like that. Didn't like that. I don't like how quick he was at Castle. You know, this is making me a little bit nervous, but, you know, I'm pretty sure he's the Incas right now. I could be wrong. The Incas, when it comes, you know, the siege will blast through pretty much everything, you know. Scotty Hottie Karate Punch would be a good flavor name for your zip flavor. Dude, honestly, please. I would love that. Oh, fuck. 2, 3. Damn, he's got all the relics on his side. I don't have a single one close to me other than this one right here. Alright. Say fuck it. Oh yeah, and then I need... There we go. Alright, perfect. No, I'm actually going to send these guys over to here. And you guys are going to set up here. Hurry it up. You fucking maroons. Alright. So what do I even get with the Slavs again? I get Boyars, so they are resistant to melee attack, which is probably a good thing. Damn, I don't even have enough. However, I will go ahead and I'll start hitting these as hard as I can. Yeah. You see, I didn't prioritize. I prioritized getting the castle a little bit more than I should have. I should have taken a little bit of time to make sure specifically right after Castle Age was hit, I should have made sure I was, you know, creating villagers and shit like that. That's my fault, you know. I am feeling confident though. I'm feeling confident that I can make this work. I just gotta be real careful about how I try. Yeah, like you see, I'm catching up to him score-wise, so that's a good thing. What's going on, Zachary? Really wanted to see a Dunye versus Burt. I think Dunye might fuck Burt up, tell you the truth. I think Dunye is a little more coordinated than Burt is, you know. And he's got that tenacity. Like Dunye is capable of actual real aggression towards somebody, you know. So even though Dunye is obviously not the most trained man you've ever seen, he's still like again he can make up for it with the fact that he'll really fucking go at you, you know. It's like what oh damn it. Oh fuck. Shit. Damn. I need to fucking ambush this dude right here. Alright, I need to guard this man here. Because I'm losing the relic battle as of right now, you know, which is not a good thing for me at all. Boyars, that is very important right there. See, I'm just trying to boom right now, you know. I have a little bit of military built up. You know, we're tying with the relic battle here. He's got 2 and I've got 2, so that's not gonna be too bad, you know. And I have plenty of guys on gold right now. But what's really gonna help me is the fact that I get discounted castles, which is nice. So that's gonna be good for my guys. All right. Oh no. Over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8. Oh no. Come on. It's 13, and then I would assume there's probably about 13 or 14 here. I would guess. I don't know. I'm gonna get these guys out of the castle. I'm thinking what I'll do. I'll test out what happens if I send a couple of Boyars his way. You know, blast through there and see if I can wreak some kind of havoc on him. Because if I can do that, then that's really gonna fuck with him a little bit, and I'm gonna be able to use that momentum. We're about even on the scores right now, so that's good news, you know. I just need this other bad mamma jamma right here. I'm gonna hit a few more of those, and then I'll start thinking. Because like I said, I'm way behind when it comes to build count. I shouldn't be in the 40s. I should be in like the 70s or 80s. Realistically, I typically end up in the 50s, 60s. You know, 70 if I'm really good about it. But you know, I still haven't quite mastered the art of hitting QQQ all the time. But yeah, I'm gonna send these boyars in there, and I'm being attacked by. Ooh, yes. Okay, so I now know that I'm gonna need to create some of these guys. I'll create 3 right out the gate. I got plenty of that. I just need more. Food is really what I need. If I can get more food, I'm in good shape. Which, you know, I'm going to get. I'm at 15 farms right now. Excuse me. Oh, man. See, I have good siege, so I'm not really worried too much about these archers, you know, especially because they're not even like upgraded at all, you know. I'm not sure if the Mayans get slings or not, but you know, like the mangonels, and then later on when I get onager, forget about it, you know. Come on, baby. You know what, actually? We're gonna go around here. Fuck making a small hole, let's make a big hole. Let's see what happens if I head out around here. Oh, yep. Oh man, he's got a castle right there. Yeah, and he's got plumed archers, which I'm not too worried about, truth be told. You know, it's like I said, if I can wreak havoc, and I'm also making my way up to whatever it's called now, I'm in good shape. I'm in good shape, you know. Those plumed archers are not really good in the quantity that he's trying to throw them at me in. You know, even if I'm just giving him something to worry about right now, I'm okay with that. You know, he put a defensive castle right here. I'll be able to tread that down, no problem. Oh. Oh. Damn, okay. Start killing. Start killing. Alright. That didn't do exactly everything that I wanted it to do, but that is what it is. See, the good news is, right? I've been doing what I like to call progressive castle drops. I'm sure this is something that other people do too, and there's a different name for it. But I like to start with a defensive one and then just keep dropping castles until I hit about, you know, however far I can hit. If I can drop one more castle, I will, and it'll probably reach to about here, you know. All right, let's start hitting some of these. Nah, actually, I'm not. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's not too bad, but I'm not gonna worry too much about the boyars right this second. The boyardies, the chef boyardies. As soon as I can, I'm gonna get as many. Yeah, get as many of these as I can. And then, ooh, yeah, fuck. That's perfect. That's perfect. That worked out exactly how I needed it to. Get as many of those as I can as well. I should probably get some junk units ready as well, though. Yeah. Scott needs to cultivate a Bengali/Indian fan base, dude. I do pretty well with that, you know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they might be a little bit cheap, but you know, they might be a little bit cheap on the super chats, but you know, what's it, like 1.2 billion people? They have like 1/8 of the world's population. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all, you know. Excuse me. Go ahead and hit these a little bit. And then fuck it, I'll hit a couple of those too. once I get that 4th treb, I'm not even really going to be that worried, because I'm going to have enough of everything, of these guys, of these, and, you know, maybe even a couple more of these. Oh, you see, he's imp now. He's a dad imp. He's an impy boy. God damn. Fuck. Damn. Alright, you know what? I'm actually going to send a couple of these guys over here just to give them a few extras. A few extras. And then we got one more. Once that 4th treb is out, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start aggressively attacking. I'm going to hit these, and then I'm going to hit this, and then that, and then I'm going to see if I can treb down that castle. If I can treb down the castle, I'm in really, really good shape, you know? Alright, bang. And you idiots. 1, 2, 3. I want these guys over here though, just in case. Just in case I need some kind of backup, you know? It's a piece of me that feels like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it, we're gonna go around this way. It's gonna be a pain waiting for them because they move so slow. But I'd rather hit that thing first and then worry about that, you know? And then who knows, depending on how things go, I can even, especially if I have a build up of these guys that's big enough, I can just send them around to flank anyone who comes this way, you know? No, you. Yes. Go. Go, 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 go. Ah, fuck. That's not the exact angle I wanted him to take, but it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Yeah, that thing's gonna be gone, so... Forget about it. Oh, uh-oh. See, here they are. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's exactly what I needed. You guys fucking go ahead and take them out or something. I don't know. And then... Yep. Pretty much what I expected. Ah, fuck off, dude. Eat shit. I do that now to troll when I feel like being a toxic player. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause the game. Just to be a dick. I don't need to do anything. Alright, perfect. That's exactly what I needed. You idiots, stay back. You too. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing. It's taking them a while. Taking them a while. Treb the fish tank house. Yeah, I'm just gonna treb down the fish tank house is what I'm gonna do. GG. GG, Chinaman. You see, you put up more defensive castles. You see, like, this is my coward's way of castle dropping, where it's like, you know, I have castles that I can pull special units from, as well as create trebs, and I can blast away and clear a space for me, you know? But yeah, so now we're tied again, meaning 370 and 370. We're going to see if we can get that last one. We're going to see if we can get that last one, all right, to make it so that we're a little bit over, you know. I'm hoping we'll get arena so that I can play the Celts, because I know how to play the Celts now. You know, I'm a very siege heavy guy, so I can play the Celts when we're playing on an arena map. 1.2 billion people giving you 5 cents each checks out. Yeah, it really does. You know, I think about it every now and again, and I'm just like, fuck, man. I have 5,200 something subs. If each of them gave me $1 a month, I could quit my job and actually put real effort into this again. You know, actually put real effort into the whole video production thing. I could do that, you know? All right. Okay, all right. Kelty boys. You know, sometimes I think about that, but it's a situation where you know, the chicken can't come before the egg, and oh fuck, Italians, damn, they can be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I think I can pull this off, because like I said, you know, I'm gonna be able to. Italians get to be a pain in the ass during Imperial Age. If I can be enough of a pain in the ass in Castle Age, which is more than possible, it's probable if anything, then I will be in good shape. I hope that everyone is doing well and having a great weekend so far. Thank you very much, Unlocking Paradoxes. I'm having a good weekend. I hope you're having a good weekend, you know. And I hope that you all had a great Thanksgiving holiday. I had a pretty good Thanksgiving. You know, I hope you had a good one too. You know, thanks for popping in. Appreciate the hell out of that. I appreciate the hell out of all of you, you know. Bang. I could go either way. And I think I will. They brought them to the season 2 house. Yo, that's pretty funny, man. That is pretty funny. You know, I wanna see what they do in the season 2 house. That's a pretty good use of the season 2 house. Oh, I love AoE so much. It was one of the first video games I ever experienced. Started playing it really young. Yeah. I started playing AoE after the death of my grandmother. I went to hang out with my cousins because my parents had to plan the funeral. And my cousin had it on CD for his mom's laptop. And I asked if I could borrow it. And I borrowed it for like 6 months. And I loved the hell out of playing it. And the thing is, I was playing on a laptop at the time. So it was like such a shitty experience. But I loved playing the game so much, I didn't give a shit. I was like, whatever, who cares, you know? Where's the... Oh, there they are. You know, and when I went on PKA, Taylor mentioned that he plays AoE 2. And I was like, oh, you know what? I should play AoE 2 again, because that was such a good fucking game, you know? And sure enough, here I am now. When I game with Taylor, we don't even play AoE 2 anymore. But I'm still playing it right now, because that's how much I love the game, even when I'm, like, cursing the heavens because of it, you know? Turkey is only good smoked. I like all kinds of turkey, you know? I like turkey in general. I wish it was a little easier to make. I don't like, I mean, I'll eat it, but I'm not a big fan of, like, turkey breast from, like, the store or something like that, you know? Just not something I'm a big fan of, but, you know. I like turkey. I like turkey. It's nice. It's nice. Nice. I don't have a PC, but thankfully they added AoE to Xbox Game Pass. Yes, they did. I get tons of dude. In fact, this dude's playing on Xbox right now. You can see it. Oh fuck. And you are welcome, Highland Patty. By my side you'll surely stand. Hear the people shout for freedom. I'm already trying to think of St. Patrick's Day streams this year. I gotta think because like St. Patrick's Day is kind of a big stream for me because I'm an Irish weeb. You know, I'm a weeb for Irish stuff, so you know, I'm trying to think of stuff that I could do. I wanna interview a dude named Dave Kincaid. He's you know, if you listen to the Irish Civil War music and stuff like that, you know, like the Irish Volunteer, what else? There's other songs people will share with me. But like he does Irish American Civil War songs. You know, it's kind of an area of study of his, and you know, I discovered him and his music way before I even knew that I had an Irish ancestor who came over because of the famine and was in the Civil War. So that was you know, I always kind of felt drawn to that stuff. Maybe there was a reason for that, you know. Oh geez, dude, look at the difference right now. This dude is lagging. Whoa, wait. Yep, we're good. But excuse me. Yeah, you know what? I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. All right, we're in good shape. But yeah, I want to interview him because it'd be nice to pick his brain. What the hell are you guys doing? What are you idiots doing? Get over there. It'd be nice to pick his brain, you know, and talk about, you know, different things and stuff like that, you know. Scott St. Patrick's Day stream should be Scott chugs Guinness like shoe nice, and then he corrected Jameson, you know. Oh, Wish. Thank you very much, Hildebrand Slide. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. I'm not, like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm not angry at Jet. I'm not angry at anyone, you know. I am a little bit disappointed, though, because I was told that I was going to be on every season, you know. And I'm not the only one who got told they were going to be on season 3. And then something changed and they couldn't be on season 3. You know, there were a few people even on camera that got told, but I was told no Scott, no fish tank, and you know, and that's not the only time I was told that either. So it's disappointing. Shit changes though, you know, shit happens. You gotta adjust and you gotta live the reality that is now, not the reality that was. You know, 3 to 4 months ago, or even 3 to 4 minutes ago. You know, things change. You got to deal with now, and you know, it is what it is. I wish nothing but the best for those guys. I was told, hey, like, you know, it'd be season 4 or season 5 that you come back. You know, I'm not taking that as a yes. I'm definitely going to be back, but you know, what I would take that as is it doesn't mean I'm gone for good. You know, like there's a chance. And plus, it seemed like Sam was trying to set it up so that I could come back. Like it seemed he didn't ask them about karate for no reason. He didn't ask them about karate for no reason. He definitely asked them because he wanted to call me and be like, "Yo, like you're going to be doing Sensei Scott shit again." I don't like why would he have asked them about karate for any other reason, you know? What was I gonna say? Excuse me. Now's not the time for loyalty, Scott. Now's the time for revenge. That's it. I think you're right. Hi, Ecuador. I think you're right. But yeah, it's disappointing, but I still love those guys. I don't know why I wasn't on season 3. You know, you could take a guess, I'm sure. And you might be right, you might be wrong, but me, I'm trying not to think like, why wasn't I on? Why wasn't I on? It's like, well, you know, shit changed. Oh well. It just is what it is. You know, it's like I said, I'm going to be doing a review, and on the Patreon cut, specifically just the Patreon cut, I'm going to talk a little deeper about, like, how I feel about the fact that I wasn't involved. You know, so I don't want to talk about every little thing about what I've been thinking about on that front, you know. Got to save a little bit of it from there. But, like, believe me when I tell you, there's no real, like, the disappointment that I feel isn't in Jet or Ben or Sam or anyone. You know, I still love those guys. That's good enough. That's good enough for now. Actually, no, you know what? Because the Celts... Oh, jeez. I done fucked myself. I done fucked myself. I'm sitting here like, why isn't it... Huh, that's weird. Vulcan Wharf says, Scott, Cloud is still available. Get in your car and chase that RV down. Dude, that's what I gotta do. I gotta do it, man. Oh, man. Snurf G says Master. Master who? Master who? Alright, we're in good shape. Yeah, so once I get to Castle, it's pretty much all over if I handle this the right way. You know, I'm gonna head down here, blast through. Excuse me. Excuse me. Head down this way, blast right through. You know, chances are he's getting to Castle so early because he's gonna try and Castle drop me, which would not be advisable right now because, you know, I'm gonna be at Castle Age soon myself, and if he tries to Castle drop me, that's just gonna mean he's completely fucked. You know, he's in Castle Age right now and he's still behind. And I don't even have military up yet, you know. And then yeah. Oh, nope. Bang. Slap that down right there. Get some here. Oh, excuse me. Season 3 was bunk anyways. Those people were whack. You see, I personally believe it's less about the cast and more about what you do with the cast. It does, like, the cast plays a role for sure. The cast definitely 1,000,000% plays a part. You cannot deny that. But if you play into the cast the right way, I don't think it matters nearly as much as you know, if you're playing into the cast like or just the raw pieces of the cast. Now, I will say, right? I said this before, I will repeat again. This cast definitely was not that compelling. This cast was not, you know, I wasn't like blown away by this cast, you know. Season 2, like I said, kind of blown away by the cast. Thought it was a really good cast. I don't care that they were fans. Yeah, it did get annoying when they would be like, production told me to come up here. Oh, production told me to come up here. Oh, production said, like that was definitely fucking annoying, you know. But it wasn't, it was whatever a little bit, you know. You know, what made the cast for season 2 so good was that it was a cast of characters that you wanted to pay attention to, you know. Everybody had their favorite and they wanted them to do well, you know. Arguably the least compelling of any season, unbearable in a non-fish tank way. I can see what you're saying, gay guy. I agree with gay guy. I agree with gay guy. I think gay guy is being reasonable right now. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so these idiots are in the way. Gonna do a little bit more. See if I can get down here and, like I said, blast through this thing. I'm in really good shape. If I can't, I might just go here because it's a little bit closer to this guy's stone production, which is going to be good for me. I need a little bit more food. Come on. Would you say that Fish Tank is better with fans who know the show? Given what we've seen of people who don't know the show and don't know about Sam Hyde, as of right now, yeah, I'd say it's probably better, you know? I think we probably just need rules about doing things like production said, or talking about the last season, talking about seasons before, doing and saying certain things. I think we just need rules about that is what we need, you know? And if people will follow those rules and not be fuckheads, you know, which, hey, you oh wait, oh yeah, you know, no guarantees ever, but you know, you can try. Then I think it could work out. I do think it could work out. All right. I was personally on the side of freaks who were in the know being worse than normal people, but man, this season has seriously made me think otherwise. Yeah, oh yeah, you know? Yeah. I mean, like, the thing you have to realize is that normies want to believe that they're good people. Normies want to believe that they're good people, and their moral compass is that of what do the corporations think, you know? And I don't mean that literally, but, you know, they're gonna look at someone like Sam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're gonna look at somebody like Sam, and their thought is gonna be, "Oh, what oh, dude, but he was on Adult Swim. Oh man, he's a Nazi." Like that's literally the way people are gonna be, and they're gonna be like, "I don't want to be here," you know. It's like Alexis, right? This bitch shaking her ass constantly, you know, wearing the skimpiest clothing all the time. Drinking wine straight out the bottle, basically asking Luca to fuck. She was basically asking Luca if he was single and wanted to fuck, you know. And oh wow, he's got a lot of these. Anyway, like that is disgusting behavior. That is awful behavior. If we're being honest here, she has a son. She has a son that she is completely and totally going to embarrass, you know? Oh. Ah, you fucking bastard. Yeah, you see? That's where all his stone is going. That's where all his fucking stone is going. Anyway, so you know what? In that case, let's go ahead and see what we can do about that. Like, that's the type of shit that if normies were less fucked up, they'd be like, wow, that's disgusting the way that you're acting, you know? She would be called out on that kind of thing. But she wanted to protect her job by not being affiliated with the quote-unquote Nazi show, you know? You know, and that's just, like, absolutely ridiculous. But, you know, what you gonna do? You know, that's her choice to make. Shape here. Oh damn. Not the best, you know. These guys are known for being good against these guys aren't known for being good against infantry. They're known for being good against cav, you know. Hence why they're kind of getting fucked up right now. You know, right now what I'd like to do is just kind of fuck with his manufacturing and you know, it's just human resources, if you will. It's human resources. Alright, two. Yeah, you see, I'm making, I have good, progress. I have good momentum right now. I gotta keep on going, though. I hate it when dudes do that. I hate it when dudes try hard with their archers. You know, that shit's so fucking annoying. This guy ain't gonna be able to do anything, though, because, like I said, my siege is gonna be a little bit too good for him to do anything with. I'm gonna go ahead. Start with that same sort of thing that we have going on. I'm also gonna see if I can drop this in a way that's gonna benefit me. Hopefully I will be able to do that. And you know what? I need those guys to protect him. As much as I want to get up to Imperial as quick as I can. Ooh, that's a little nerve-wracking. You see that jump? Like I said, his guys are not gonna be able to like do much against my guys in that respect. You know, it's just not gonna work. But I still don't want to fuck around too much with you know, the scores and shit like that. You know. Completely forgot she has a 3-year-old at home. Yeah, like. You know, oh, shit. Okay, so you know what? In that case, you guys, get your asses in there. You guys, because we have more than enough gold at this point. Alright, boys, go get him. Kogo. I'm pretty sure it's Kogo, not Go-Go, but I don't know. Oh, wait, what? How long has he been fucking Imperial for? It's news to me. Oh, he's got Condottiero, too. That's a little... Now that's nerve-wracking. Now that's nerve-wracking, but we're in good shape. We're in good shape. We're gonna get this thing down, no problem. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there ain't gonna be shit he can do. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we are in good shape, my friends. Good ass shape. But what I need to do is get into Imperial ASAP. And then see what I can do in terms of blasting this thing. Ah, oh, what a bastard. What a bastard. That's fine, though. Same damn thing. Ain't a damn thing changed. Yes. Let's get these guys in here. Ain't a goddamn thing changed. You guys need to hurry your asses up. Oh shit, you know what? No, you idiots. Attack them. Attack them. Wow, you guys are morons. Oh well, what you gonna do? Sort of an odd position here, but I think we're gonna be all good because I'm gonna run straight for that and blast them as hard as I can. Oh yeah. In fact, you know what? Let's see what we can do about that. Oh fuck. All right, let's go. Oh, you're kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. Alright, in that case. Because you know what? We're gonna go here and then there. If I can just make sure. Yeah. This is gonna be a tough one. I think I still can pull it out, but it's gonna be tough. You know, it's definitely gonna be a tough one. Oh hell yeah! Eat shit, pussy. Eat shit, pussy. Oh, yeah. Perfect. What is this fucking idiot doing? Wow, really? Alright, whatever. You idiots seriously need to fuck off. Absolute morons, dude. Absolute fucking morons. Look at that. How many of these guys do I even need? Like these idiots. No. Yeah, no, I can't even wait. I can't even wait. I gotta blast these guys ASAP. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard fought battle specifically because I'm kinda in a weird spot here. Alright, perfect. You idiots, get over here. And then... Oh, wrong one. Oh. I love it when only like 3 out of 4 of these guys will actually do the job you ask them to do. That's always the best. Alright, so... Oh, Alright, so I need Condottiero bad. You know, I don't want to send these guys over there until I can get the Condottiero because, you know, they're actually surprisingly tough to deal with. Really? I don't have enough stone? How much stone do I need? Oh, duh, wrong one. Yeah, you know what? All you idiots. All you fucking morons. And then what is... Oh, wow. Boy, are these guys stupid. Alright, so we're about to be in alright shape, I think. I think we can pull this. I think we can pull this. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Oh, yeah. Yep. Bert's the best thing to ever happen to the show. I don't think so. I kind of disagree with that one. You know, I don't think Bert will be as prolific as someone like Letty or you know, Jimmy or something like that. You know, I think people for a little while will be like, dude Bert, dude Bert, dude Bert, dude Bert. Oh, here we go. Oh, you idiots. You, oh man. Man, oh man. Get him. Fucking get him. Fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it. Wow, really? He's just got way too many Condottieros. You know, that's not good. I need to retreat into here so I can blast them and then get them here. Oh, yes. Okay. I see what's going on here. Tell me I'm going to be able to hit this. Tell me I'm going to be able to hit these guys. Oh yeah, we're in all right shape. We're in all right shape. Fuck, we might not be in all right shape. We might not be in all right shape. Oh fuck, he's just spamming them. He's spamming the Condottiero. I need to take away his gold production is what I really need. You idiots! What are you doing? No, no, no! Wow, these guys are fucking the game up for me. They're absolutely fucking the game up for me. There goes that one. There goes that one. Oh my gosh, dude! These guys really just fucked the game up for me. I'm probably gonna lose now. There's a very, very good chance I'm gonna lose now. You know, I need to start up on junk units. If I am gonna win this, I'm gonna win it with junk units. Oh no, what's going on? Oh boy, fuck. And also, where's? All right, we gotta get going. We gotta get the fuck going. You idiots need to quit fucking around. This is... If I do win this, it's gonna be a... Oh, wow. That was a little sweaty. That one was a little sweaty. You know, that fucking GG, dude. That was a sweaty one. Fucking yeah. No, I had it under control for the most part. That makes me a little bit nervous. That makes me a little bit nervous, you know, because he could have easily pulled up a bunch of Condottiero and fucking, you know, made my life a lot harder on me. Excuse me, but you know, given what he had back here, I'm not too concerned with that because I was creating a lot more of, you know, these, right? Did I even... Yeah, I didn't even upgrade to Heavy Scorpion yet, you know? I was creating a lot more Scorpions and I was going to create a lot more Woad Raiders, you know? But as soon as that thing fell, that probably would have been the end for him for the most part. And I think that's why, because he realized it was going to fall and there was going to really be nothing stopping me from coming down here, slaughtering these guys, and then kind of just pushing all throughout his base from you know, left to right, you know, and then whatever he had here, who knows what he may have been able to do with it, you know, maybe with these villagers right here, he could have tried to set something up like a TC, but I think by the time he was doing that and getting set up for real, it wouldn't have mattered because I probably would have been through this TC right here. Most of those guys would have been dead, and I would have been moving on to, you know, this TC. These guys wouldn't have been able to do much anything. There's probably like, looks like 20 to 30 of them, you know, probably closer to 20 from the look of it. But yeah, there was really nothing he was going to be able to do. Anyway, Petty, Petty still has done the most out of all females though. Petty Letty. Yeah, I mean, look, Letty still likes to throw little shots across the bow at me, and it's whatever, you know. It is a little weird because I have nothing but good things to say about her, and yeah, but I mean, that's just her. She can do her thing. it's one of those things where if I confronted her on it, she'd be like, "What, are you mad? You can't take a joke?" And it's like, I don't think you're joking. I really don't think you're joking. I think you're doing that thing where someone tries to act like they're joking, but really they're saying something they really think and feel, and they're trying to get under your skin, you know? Which is like a classic female move to pull. Is like, oh, I'm too weak. I'm too weak to just like say something up front, so I'm gonna take little shots at you from a live stream across the country or some shit like that, you know? I wouldn't expect anything less of a woman, you know? Like, it's not even a Letty thing, it's just a woman thing. That's just what women do, you know? But, like, yeah, like, Letty is a... She can be very good to have in front of a camera in an environment like Fish Tank. She can be very good to have in front of a camera. You know, so yeah, like I think compare Letty to Bert. Letty takes that all day. And I'm not talking about like in a Mog contest, like who Mogs who. No, that's not even what I mean. What I mean is who is just a more prolific part. And you can sit here and be like, well, yeah, Letty was season 1, so she's always going to be blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, she was season 1. But if it was season 100 and she ended up on season 100, you know, Fish Tank has jumped the shark, no pun intended. People are wondering why Jet even bothers anymore, right? It's so old at this point. People are like, whatever, dude. It's the Ultimate Fighter of reality shows. Nobody watches The Ultimate Fighter anymore. Nobody gives a fuck about that, you know? I couldn't tell you anything about who's been on it. But like if she was on 100, she would still be an extremely prolific competitor. And Bert is not a prolific competitor. He's not even a competitor, you know. And that's part of what makes Fish Tank Fish Tank is the competition. Bert is just someone who it was fun to tell him something, you know. Hit him with a rosebud, be like rosebud, and then he spends the next 6 hours of the day sitting here like rosebud, rose. Roses are red, and I saw one of the sharks are red. And if one of the sharks is red, maybe he carries roses around, and maybe I should ask him for a rose. Maybe he wants to have sex with me. Maybe the red shark wants to have sex with me, and that's why somebody said rosebud. Like, that's funny for 5 minutes. And then by the time day 15 hits, you're like, fuck, he's doing this again? You know, Letty was a lot different. She was a lot different from that, you know. So there is a respect that I have for Letty insofar as, you know, she was very good for the show. She was very good for the show, you know, good for her. But Bert, like, give it till season 6. Give it till season 7 and see how everybody feels about Bert. See how everybody feels about Bert. They're going to realize, you know, Bert was just weird. It's not really that memorable. Not really that memorable, you know. And I mean, I'm not trying to convince you to take my word. Like, you're either going to, you know, agree with me or disagree with me. But I was right about season 2. When the edits for season 2 got released, everyone was like, whoa, dude, season 2 was so great. And anytime season 3 had a downturn of any kind at all whatsoever, people were like, dude, season 2 was better. Dude, season 2 was better. I was vindicated about my thoughts on season 2, where I said season 2 will be considered to be a very, very good season, you know, months, if not a year or two down the line, you know? And sure enough, everybody's like, yeah, season 2 rocks, season 2 rocks. I love season 2. So, I don't know, you know. Maybe I got an inside track on the trend there. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. But you get the idea, right? You get the idea. Letty makes money from Scott, pimps Scott out. I told you that in confidence, Snurf. That feel when Bert's on season 7, Scott hasn't been spoken to in 3 seasons. Uh-oh. Maybe most of the fan base will be subbed to Bert's OnlyFans 3 years from now. They're gay. Yeah, probably. Probably Minecraft gamer. What bothers me about Letty is that she's unemployed and doesn't stream. She could be on the same level as Josie. She's, like, allergic to money. Yeah, I mean, she seems to be living in Providence now. I'm sure she's not doing that on Daddy's dime, you know? So there's got to be something that she's doing for money. You know, not everybody tells you every little thing about themselves. You know, I don't tell you guys everything about me. I don't tell you guys about the warts. No, but I'm sure she's doing something. You know, like, not everybody wants to be Mr. Streamer and shit like that. There's been so many people from seasons 1 and 2 who they're like, yeah, I want to stream, I want to do videos, I want to do this and that. Josie's really the only one who's stuck around in that way. Every now and again, Trish streams when she feels like it. Jimmy streams kind of frequently, actually, kind of frequently. You know, I'm the only one other than Josie who's really, well, Greg, but you know, I'm talking about like season 1 people who've been here since season 1. You know, I'm the only one who has been there from the beginning who is still like streaming like that, you know. And Greg was streaming before he came into the tank as well. It's not like he was like, I'm gonna stream because I was on the tank, you know. But yeah, like, it takes a certain dedication and a certain amount of like sticking to it even when you're getting only a couple hundred views on your streams, you know. That's the only way you can hope for any sort of success, is if you do it until you're successful. But then in addition to that, I do this because it's a leisure activity for me. I enjoy sitting here on stream talking to you guys. I enjoy trying to help you guys out, or help anybody out in any way that I can, you know, and sharing things that I've kind of learned over the years, and you know, every now and again maybe venting about something. I enjoy that. I like doing what I do here, you know. And if I could get paid enough to quit my job for it, then fantastic, I'd do that in a heartbeat. But as of right now, I'm not, and I'm still doing it because that's how much I love it, you know. I don't have to be I don't have to be here at midnight on a Friday doing fucking streams. I could be doing something else. I could be doing anything else, but I'd rather be doing streams than anything else, you know? Especially hanging with my wife. Yeah. Yeah, hanging with my wife. Ugh. I don't know if she's in the room right now. If she is, she's just chilling in the dark. She came in earlier and I didn't see if she left or not, because it's just light in my face, which makes everything else hard to see, you know? Oh, man. I assumed Letty was still living in Canada with her dad. I mean, it seems like she's in Providence. It seems like she's living in Providence, you know? If not full time, then I would assume there's some aspect of it that is, you know, like she's because I thought she got a oh geez, I thought she got an apartment out there. I thought she got an apartment out there, you know. Someone named Joseph Goebbels just followed me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Joseph Goebbels. Oh no. That sounds like an evil guy. You know. Somebody tagged me. Finding out Sullivan MMA saved Xavier from getting AIDS is amazing. I just decided I'd check my shit. Oh, man. Fucking John. John is, he posted a Google Maps thing from Boston, Massachusetts to Bend, Oregon. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Dude, fucking three tweets in a row, right? I just happened to check Twitter. 3 tweets in a row. First one, Destiny Hawk Twa video raped me, going dark. Destiny sucking a ding dong was not something I needed to see today. So did Destiny suck cock, or is it Nick Fuentes, or did they suck each other's cocks? So, yeah. Keemstar, warning, do not scroll through X tonight. Multiple videos of Destiny sucking off men. Holy shit, dude. Holy fucking shit, man. I'm just like it's been a minute since I scrolled through Twitter, so I'm like, oh, what's going on here? I'm curious what everyone said, you know. Oh man. Kiwi Farms. Pornography featuring what appears to be Destiny, the political streamer. Thank God they let us know who that was. Giving and receiving oral sex with various identifiable women and men. Identifiable women and men has been released. If any party consented to release is not known. Out of an abundance of caution, I will not provide any direct link. So it is identifiable people. Who? Who are the identifiable people? Like, I don't want to see the video. Please don't send me the fucking video. But like, can someone tell me who the identifiable people are? Because I'm curious. Because I heard there was something about Lauren Southern or something like that. Right? There was something about Lauren Southern at some point. That was you know, that was an interesting little piece. And again, it's just kind of just goes to show you the issues that I have with someone like Lauren Southern. It's very clear that she was always a grifter, even if she did do some really good work, you know? Oh, man. Cowboy arrived at the RV, and Bert is excited about it. Bert's really happy about it. But anyway, this is a really good moment for me, because for a long time, I was trying my best to get to more wins than losses, to get to a 51% win rate. And I know it says 50% win rate right now. That's, you know, all right, whatever. But to have more wins than losses is a big thing to me on this. So it's a good moment. It's a good moment. And we're not at 666 either. You know, we're fucking 665. All right, we're at 665. That's nice. Woody's gamer tag. They both hate Trump, so wouldn't be surprised. Oh, jeez, dude. Oh, man. You just hear Woody talking about, like, so Kamala should have won because North Carolina was supposed to be this way. And it's just, you don't even see Woody's face. It's just like POV of Destiny going down on Woody. And you just hear Woody in the background talking about, well, you see, actually, the economy has gone up since 2020 when Joe Biden took office. That'd be fucking crazy. Scott, you know the algorithm shows you what you want to see, right? If you're seeing Destiny cock stuff, it's because you looked at it. No, I'm not seeing Destiny cock stuff. I'm seeing people commenting on Destiny cock stuff is what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing the stuff. It's like when people tell me, or not tell me, it's like when people make tweets like, my timeline just showed me a fucking car crash where somebody got decapitated, dude. Dude, my timeline just showed a dog getting skinned alive, dude. What the fuck? It's like, my timeline didn't show that. Thank God. Glad mine isn't. Why is yours showing that? What side of Twitter do you frequent as to where it's going to show you that stuff? Because me, like, I don't want to see fist fights. You know? Believe it or not, I actually don't really like seeing street fights like that. It's not something I enjoy. You know, I don't know. Maybe I have a little too much empathy, right? But I'm not trying to see fist fights constantly. Especially not like ghetto ass fist fights where somebody's getting their head stomped on after they've already been knocked out, you know? Like I'm not a fan of having to see those types of things. That's not cool to me. And whenever I see them, whenever like hood videos, whenever whatever wannabe world star hip hop Twitter account pops up, the first thing I do is fucking I mute the account and I hit like, don't show me again, not interested in this tweet. That's the type of shit that I do, you know? So I don't have a timeline. I don't have a For You page that has tons of that stuff, because when I see anything that's a gateway to that stuff, I'm like, nah, fuck that. Because it starts off with a fist fight and you're like, oh damn, oh damn, oh damn, yo, that boy got fucked up. Yo, they beat his monkey ass. Shit, I know. And then you just scroll past. And then before you know it, every other post on Twitter is street fight video, street fight video, street fight video, street fight video. Then eventually, and it only gets worse if you interact with these, if you like them, if you save them, you know, save them to your bookmarks, things like that, retweet, all that other stuff. It only gets worse if you do that. Eventually it's like, oh, well, you know, maybe he'd be interested in this cartel beheading video. And then soon, before you know it, you got like that shit on your timeline and you're making a tweet like, what the fuck? Why? And it's, well, because you liked the gateway. You enjoyed the gateway drug to that, which is cruelty-laden fight videos, you know? Anyway. Street fights are horrific to watch. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of watching them, you know? I don't like cruelty. Cruelty makes me angry. You know, cruelty makes me angry. Evil makes me angry. And cruelty is one of the few ways that humans can be genuinely evil, you know? You can have a lot of people who do a lot of stuff that is reprehensible in some way. You can be a woman and sleep around all the time. You can you know, you can do drugs, drink a lot. You can make a complete fool of yourself. A lot of the time it's just ignorance. Therefore, it's not straight up evil. But when you add cruelty into that, whether you recognize it as cruelty or not, when you add cruelty into it, that is evil. You know, you're going out of your way to purposefully make it more painful for someone. You're going out of your way to purposefully revel in the pain and suffering of somebody else, regardless of what the situation is. You are taking something to an extreme where it is completely and totally unnecessary and should not have been taken to, you know, whether it's like a cartel beheading video or like a torture video or, you know, basically a humiliation ritual via the torture of, haha, I just beat you up and now I'm going to keep kicking you and like laughing about it and talking shit to you on camera, you know, get a close up of his face. Yeah. Like that type of shit, you know? That stuff makes me extremely angry, like murder somebody angry. Not like, oh, I'm becoming one of them, but literally like, I wish I could hop through the screen and choke the guy to death who is doing that, you know? And some people try and get around it by being like, oh, well, you know, that guy said the N-word, so it's okay. The white guy said the N-word. You know, they try and get around it like that, but God knows the difference, you know? They try and turn around and be like, oh, well, you know, that guy is a rapist. That guy was a rapist, so he was getting what he deserved. You know, God ain't gonna shine kindly. God ain't gonna shine his light on that. He's not gonna take too kindly to that excuse, you know? So, like, I don't want to see that type of shit. I got really upset at somebody once because they, like, I don't know what their line of thought was, but they sent me a video of this fat dude. I think he was, like, Mexican or Indian or something like that, and he was being shaken down for money in front of a crowd of people, and this dude was, he was a white dude. He was a white dude, is what he was. He starts two hands on the dude's windpipe, choking him and hitting him like, give me my money, give me my money. This whole fucking crowd of people is like, you better give him his money. Oh shit, you know? And like, I watched that on stream and I immediately got pissed at that guy and I was like, don't ever fucking send me something like that again. What the hell were you thinking doing that, you know? And it's not even like it was a situation where it's like, what would you do in that situation? It's like, it's obvious what I'd do in that situation. I'd start fucking swinging. I ain't letting someone put hands on my neck like that, you know? It's one thing, a rear naked choke, but it's something different. It's something more intimate, and it shows a lack of respect for somebody's personal space. It shows that that person thinks they're better than you and they're allowed to do this to you. If somebody's going to take their hands and go like that to your neck, if somebody did that to me, they would seriously need like the police to come and pull me off of them. I would seriously injure somebody bad. It wouldn't be, I got him off of me, it's okay. It would be, no, I think I'm all right with going to jail today. Like, I'm not going to let somebody do that to me. You know, fuck that. There is a mental toll. There is a mental toll that takes place. There is a mental toll that exists when somebody is trying to physically assault you. You're not just dealing with the physical toll of somebody trying to put hands on you and hit you and things like that. It's also the mental toll of somebody violated my personal space and they imposed their will on me against mine. And I'm not going to live with that mental toll of knowing, oh, that guy got away with being able to, like, put his hands on my throat and try and close my windpipe. I will not do that, and I will protect the sanctity of my mental state, my self-esteem, the sanctity of my personal being, my personal space and my being, my physical being. I will protect that in a way that is not just like fucking the guy, you know, the sticker mule guy said, you don't just want to, you don't want to try and fight, because you know, I teach people when they throw punches to throw punches moving backwards, because you don't want to fight someone. Somebody puts hands on my throat like that, I want to fight them. You know, I want to fight them and I want to hurt them in a way where they're going to be like, fuck, shit. Now I have to deal with the mental toll. I tried to yoke that guy up by his neck, and he absolutely positively broke me in half. I'm the one who has to, like, seriously think about that and get over it now, you know? The PTSD, honestly. Like, I'm not going to get PTSD. I'm going to hand out PTSD in that case, you know? People don't realize the severity of what a physical altercation like that can be. They don't realize the severity of it, and that's one of the ways that it is extremely severe, is that people will they'll end up with a form of PTSD. You know, their self-esteem, the way they look at the world, the way they interact with people, their confidence, their everything will be completely and totally shaken up. And that's something that I explain to my wife when it comes to her walking around. Is like, yo, like, you don't understand. Like, people will really hurt you. And it's not just going to be, oh, I got a little bruise. Okay, back to living life normal. It's going to be anytime you see someone walking by you on the street, you're like... Like, that's what's going to happen. You're going to start having panic attacks because a guy who looks similar enough to the guy that tried to yoke you up just happens to be walking 10 feet away from you. You know, you're not going to be comfortable with, like, going to the store anymore. Anytime you're alone with a guy, you're going to be like, you know, that's what's going to be happening. Even if it's not happening physically, it's going to be happening inside your head. So you cannot allow yourself to be put in a spot where you're like, oh, well, you know, it's fine. Like, you can't, you know? And going back to what I was talking about, I got so pissed at that guy because it's not even like it was a situation where, like, I could be like, oh, that's what this guy did wrong. That's what this guy did wrong. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to do this. It was torture porn. It was cruelty porn, you know? The types of guys who visit E-Fucked, or like who used to visit Best Gore or some other shit. People who literally have a fetish for cruelty are the types of guys that would want to see that sort of thing. And I don't allow that on my timeline, because the last thing I want is to be completely and totally not just desensitized to cruelty, because I can look at cruelty and not like have it be like I'm not all fucked up for hours and hours or days and days and shit like that. Like, I'm very comfortable with violence. I'm very comfortable with having to be like severely aggressive to somebody, right? I'm totally comfortable with that. But I don't want it to get to a point where I start to be fascinated by, or I start to revere, or who knows, maybe even get a little bit turned on by genuine cruelty. You know, I don't want to get turned on or just become fascinated with something that causes severe harm to somebody on a physical or a mental level. I'm all set with that, you know. And there's a lot of people out there. You know, a good example of this is Plagued Moth. Turkey Tom did a video on him recently. I remember when Plagued Moth was around. I watched some of his videos because you know I'm into the dark side of YouTube type of stuff. And he would talk about gore videos and he would talk about the legend behind them, which to me was a little bit interesting. But then he started watching gore videos on his channel. He'd have the video up, but he would blank it out. He would put a Gaussian blur over it, and he would watch it and he would commentate. And at that point, I was like, this fucking shithead, get him the fuck out of here, dude. And I stopped watching him. And it's funny too because he was like a weird Reddit like trans rights kind of guy, you know. He could watch Mexicans get beheaded. He could watch women get stomped 70 something times. You know, he can watch cruelty in video form. You know, the last moments of somebody's life. He can see the light drain from their eyes and the blood dribbling, not even dribbling, spraying like a faucet out of their throat. He's cool with that. But the second you say, "Hey, I don't think I want an adult man in the bathroom with my child, with my girl child, with my child in general," but like, I don't want one in the women's bathroom while my daughter's in there. Oh, well, you know what, mister? You're not wholesome. You're not wholesome 100 Chungus. You're not one of those. You see me, I'm an ally. So it makes it okay when I make jokes about the fucking cartel guys cutting off the head of somebody. What a fucking asshole, dude. You know, fuck that guy. Peace out, Neon. Peace out, man. You know. Yeah, no, I'm good. It's just I have I'm coming out of a cold and I've been talking for over 3 hours straight now. So I'm a little bit fucked up, you know. I had a situation made me feel like that. Two very drunk guys tried to start shit while I was sitting on a bench, tried to take my cigarette out of my hand. LOL. Yeah, like you got to respect somebody's personal space, you know. You got to respect somebody's personal space, and you got to protect your personal space because, like I said, it's not just about your physical being. The physical wounds will heal. The bruise will heal. Maybe you might need surgery if you break something on here, but that'll heal eventually. What won't heal is the fact that you no longer feel like you have control over yourself and your body. And this is why some people mutilate themselves and things like that, you know? Is like you have people who they are the victims of, like, say, childhood sexual abuse or something like that. It's so awful. And one of the ways that they will cope is to either embrace very fucked up forms of sex and things like that, you know, like getting whipped with a fucking wooden cane or something like that until they're bloody red, getting spat on, getting used for urinals and shit like that. You'll have shit like that, but then you'll also have people who, like, they kind of take it the opposite way. Instead of becoming hypersexual in a degrading way, they will become the opposite of that. They'll become so non-sexual that they're like, you know what, I think I'm gonna cut my penis off. And I don't mean I'm gonna be trans. I mean they're literally like, no, I'm going to mutilate my genitals. Because then at the very least I have control over myself. If my genitals don't work, that means I don't have to worry about somebody using them against my will again. So I think I'll go ahead and I'll do that. Like, that's something that happens, you know? And it's because those people got taken advantage of. They had a cruel thing done to them. And it's terrible, you know? So you have to be willing to not just protect yourself as in, like, oh, I'm going to throw one punch and then I'm going to run. Yeah. Like again, the sticker mule guy from season 3 did, right? It can't just be that. It's got to be, no, I'm going to severely damage this person to the point where they're going to wake up in the hospital and they're going to be like, holy fucking shit, dude, whoa. And then anytime they get a weird thought in their head about maybe I should try and attack this guy, maybe I should do this or that or the other thing, they're like, oh, but what about that? Oh man, oh no, I can't. What about the last time? You know, like that's what you have to do, you know? And that's not the most politically correct thing to say, right? Because that's really what it is when it comes to self-defense, is that everybody's just trying to be politically correct about it. And when I say politically correct, I don't mean pronouns and things like that. What I mean is they don't want to get called brutish. They don't want to get called an asshole or something like that. So they're a little bit, in addition to that, they don't want to be responsible for the behavior of somebody else. So because of that, they keep on sitting here like, oh, well, you know, you should never get into a fight. You should never get into a fight. 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 You know, I won't tell people to never get into a fight. I'll tell them, hey, avoid a fight any chance you get. But if you feel you absolutely positively have to protect your life, and it is the legal thing to do so in the area that you happen to be in, then hey, go for it. Always stay within the law. Always stay within the law. You know, that's what you got to do. Sticker Mule Guy is an expert tickler. That's what he is. This kind of conversation makes me think about what Christ said we should do to those who lead children astray. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. You know. But anyway, I should probably get out of here. All right, I streamed for even longer than I anticipated. I wanted this to be a 2-hour stream, but it was 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's pretty good. My voice is fucked up. You know, my voice is all fucked up. I apologize for that. Like I said, I'm getting over a cold right now, so you know my nostrils raw, my throat's raw, and after again over 3 hours of talking, I'm kind of shit in the bed. But all right, thank you guys so much. All right, I will be streaming Sunday for Oblivion Sunday. Okay, thank you guys for being here. All right, and yeah. Peace out.